Hello and welcome to Irondice mode Riodon 1. We are two perfectly normal guys who have had perfectly normal conversations for the last half hour.
Yeah, there's nothing about some wolf or something, nothing like that.
The only thing about wolves is that we're about to enter the forest.
Exactly.
So, normally I make you do a recap at this point, but why don't you introduce everyone to Riodon, who we're going to follow from here on out?
Yeah, Riodon, he's a druid, a little bit older, about 30, and he's a evil bastard, is the idea here. Uh, the plan is basically to start off with this guy traveling to the mountains around Valles to try to rile up some not bandits, or well, kind of bandits, the clans there, to try to once again wreck shit on civilization with an end goal, some kind of like large scale end goal being to uh, destroy Cagium, the capital
Yes.
of Chaldeos.
Yes. And the
Um,
plan might not be to go forest to Valles to Cagium. The plan might be to
yeah,
go
no,
forest to Valles to Forest, to Ignalia, to Urku, to Piskin, to, all over the place and then to Cagium. Because it's.
yeah, no. The
Cagium's
big
big.
the big evil plan is to just collapse the country, essentially collapse
Yes.
civilization.
Which shouldn't be too hard, as Chaldeus is a country that has collapsed many a time in history, as we learned during Lucius.
That's true.
Yeah. It is a place
Um,
where counts rival kings. And so war is always, and civil war is always on the horizon. A new warring states period can always rise again. Well done. Riodon is an evil bastard.
very angry guy, although
Yeah.
not explosively rageful all the time, but a lot of internal anger.
Yeah.
That's the fun. That's the plan, at least.
Hmm?
Let's see how it plays out.
So, playing our first evil character in 2nd edition, I'm going to tell you about how 2nd edition views the alignment chart. Because 2nd edition doesn't quite see it the way 5th edition does. In 5th edition, usually it's determined as just like a personality matrix and not much more. But in 2nd edition, the alignment chart is a force of nature. It is a real, measurable thing, how evil someone is. It is, in many ways in 2nd edition, your philosophy influences your effects on the world. It is most noticeable in clerics, whose different fates give them radically different powers, even unrelated to their specific gods. It is their philosophy, their view on life that grants them their granted powers. Similarly with druids, they are in touch with nature, much because their philosophy is that nature is God. And so when nature is God, and they believe that fully, that belief transcends into their powers. So when you are evil, now, when you're evil and you're below 9th level, it is not that measurable. It's not that strong of a force. But things notice that you're evil, especially very sensitive things. Things like spirits, ghosts, special things. And it might change how they interact with you. So expect that. What influence you have on others could change. How a good person influences an object when interacting with it might be normal, or same thing with a neutral person. But when an evil person does so, things could go otherwise. Their very existence as an evil being corrupts the world around them and influences it. Subtly, of course, but again, mechanically past 9th level, things change a little bit if we were to get there.
Yeah.
9th level is when the spell Detect Evil will start working on you.
Yeah. Okay.
Before
Got
then,
it.
that spell doesn't work. But more
Got it.
sensitive things than that spell could still detect it, of course.
Got it.
Before 9th level, you're also a bit flexible. You can change your ways if you truly want to. Beyond 9th level, if you wish your character to change his ways, I will say no. And if you do not accept a no, I will take the character and make it an NPC. If you're past 9th level. It is locked in. Well done. Do you feel ready to play an evil guy?
Yeah, let's see how it goes.
Let's see if you're still evil by 5th level. We'll figure that out.
I feel like I can be evil.
Yeah.
I can pull it off.
Remember, the main matrices to measure evil is selfishness.
Yeah.
Not really anything else. The willingness to sacrifice others for your own gain. The main measurement of good is, of course, altruism. And chaos versus law is your ability to negotiate versus your ability to go against the majority.
It lets you say, there's a reason my first goal is to like try to rile up these clans people and get them on my side. Because I'm gonna need some bodies to throw at other bodies.
Yeah. But we begin on the shore of Lake Cladis, where a ritual is taking place. Riodon, you are here as security, not much else. Among the druids, some are more magically inclined, some are more martially inclined. You've definitely fit into the martial class your entire life so far.
Yeah.
Because of this, you are not part of engaging this ritual. The ritual is elaborate. These other druids, both some you would call perhaps elders, but also some younger druids who are simply deemed to be in tune with the natural world in very specific ways. They are performing a dance in the shallow parts of the lake. Their long dresses flowing on the top of the water as they dance around. They're moving rhythmically, slowly, intentionally, with strict movements that go ha, and then they pose around and they flow, and then they ha, in very predetermined poses to indicate the meaning of their ritual. Riodon stands by. How does Riodon feel in such a moment?
I think Riodon has one thing that I'm thinking about Riodon is that he's 30, but he's still only a level 1 druid. And that's because he doesn't really feel in touch with nature in peaceful moments. The only times where he really feels in touch is during like violence and displays of like natural force and like those kind of situations. And so far his life has been mostly peaceful, and that just it just kind of what's the word, not chokes him, but on that note, I forgot the word, but it's in that regard, like it's he doesn't really vibe with it, he doesn't really in tune with it. So this kind of ritual is like he kind of just feels nothing about it. It's kind of like it's something the society does, but he himself is like he gets like why it's done from an objective standpoint, but he just can't feel anything about it besides just kind of apathy and boredom.
As to the why, in this specific case, this ritual is not a habitual one. This ritual is one that comes specifically to meet an urgent problem. Something that has arisen over the last few years. Around Lake Cladis, there has been a group that have been gathering here, who have challenged the druids' natural home around this lake, this ancient lake, with as many tales of its origins as there are stories told by man. This group pray to one of the civil gods, a god that they refer to as Ugedai. They call him the god of chaos, of disorder. A god whose followers are often shunned in civilized society, and so they find themselves here, outside regular society, for similar reasons as the druids do. While there are some temples of Ugedai that are of course accepted, some versions of praying to him that are seen as acceptable, more willing to act followers of Ugedai are seen as nothing but terrorists and miscreants or ne'er-do-wells, you know? Forces of chaos that society cannot abide to. They, of course, see it differently. But here in the forest, these clerics and their acolytes have been causing troubles for the druids. Some children have been kidnapped. Some places of worship have been destroyed. These followers of Ugedai, while they are also outcasts of civil society, they bring the civil society's hatred of the druids with them. Your leaders have said that to drive these people out would be wrong, as they are nature's creatures, just like you are. And so instead, this ritual has been enacted in order to cleanse these newcomers' minds of impure thoughts. To pray to the land, to the earth that these people sleep on, for good ideas to creep in their mind, and for respect for the forest and its inhabitants to find itself in their philosophies. How does Riodon feel about this purpose?
I mean, probably just feels it's a big waste of time, and it's probably just gonna lead to this whole charade continuing. Maybe some of them will become less problematic, but doubtful. And it would be like it would just be way easier to just get rid of these people before they become a real infestation.
Does Riodon not believe that this will work because he doesn't believe that it is in the powers that nature chooses to wield to affect the free will of these people? Or is it because he believes it is not nature's will to change these people's free will? Cannot nature follow, or does nature not want to follow?
I mean, he feels like the natural thing to do would just be to kill him, because that's how nature works. When there's a problem, you kill it.
Right. Nature doesn't change the mind of the rabbit to jump in the jaw of the wolf. It has the wolf hunt them down. And so, why would you pray to nature for your food when nature always tells you to get it yourself?
Well, it's more like nature doesn't make the wolf become a rabbit all of a sudden.
Right, that too.
It's more like, or the termites don't become like gardeners all of a sudden. It's just nonsense.
So is this ritual perhaps, while these elders all say that this is in good line with the religion of the druids, you find it maybe a bit sacrilegious, even? Or do you just not care?
I feel like it's more on the not care part. I mean, like, sacrilegious, it's maybe, but again, like I feel like Riodon's, as I said, like Riodon's like development as a druid, it has been like kind of stifled because
Yep.
he just doesn't fit in this environment. So he doesn't really think that much in terms of like what is the religiously correct thing to do.
Yep. It's great.
I think his mindset about like the faith is probably gonna start developing as he grows stronger, but obviously he's gonna develop his own thoughts about it.
Yep. That is great. And Riodon has been able to coexist with this society for many years because Riodon has been able to hide his true feelings, for a lot of people, not speak of them openly, not rile people up. But it is in this moment that Riodon gets faced with maybe the thing he finds most unfortunate. As the leader of this ritual steps forward and asks the different people guarding it to come and speak to nature about their true desires for these people to change their ways. And starting on the opposite side of where you're standing, one by one, your fellow guards step forward and speak impassionately about how they just wish for peace in the forest, how everything here can be better if only the people here knew to follow the way of the forest and forget the ways of the civilized society, forget the ways of their towns that stand in opposite to everything that's normal, the natural, that's good in the world. One by one, they all give these speeches, and then eyes fall on Riodon.
He at first he's just gonna kind of like scoff a bit, then and then kind of like, you want me to speak my mind on this? Fine, I'll speak my mind for once.
Yes, speak
I
to
think this
nature.
whole in like a loud voice, like so people can hear. Like, I think this whole thing is a bloody waste of time.
Worried looks exchange.
Like, I just don't understand how this could possibly be the will of nature. Some kind of mind control? A wolf pack, when another wolf pack enters their territory, doesn't try to mind control the other wolf pack. They fight them off. A tree doesn't try to mind control a termite mound from eating it. It simply gets eaten.
The head of the
It's
ritual
the
steps over to you in this moment and goes, I see. We have failed you. We have failed to teach you the true ways. True ways of nature. You are blinded by your hatred of these outsiders, that you cannot see what they could be had they not been corrupted by civil society. You... Oh, I feel so sorry for you. I apologize for not teaching you better.
Look, I think you've taught me enough.
The worried looks exchange, and the ritual at this point mostly finishes up. No one else approaches, no one else says anything.
Riodon kind of just like he sticks around for the remainder of the thing just to like finish the guard duty or whatever to call it. But as soon as that's done, he kind of just goes off on his own.
Yeah.
Because he really doesn't feel like being around people right now.
Yep. Where do you go in that moment?
Probably just like, so how is this like settlement? Is it
So-
like a village more or less, or is it like
You are here. Oh, I'm on the
Yeah,
wrong
but
thing.
like what kind of like settlement are there like actual like proper like huts or like
There are
actual
some
houses
huts.
even?
There's some tree huts. There are some underground huts. There's a mixture of those two. Few things are just normally on ground level. You either dig in or you climb up. In most cases, you make burrows. You make tree beds. Some people would sleep outside. Those people are usually like lower ranked in the society, but there's not a lot of hierarchy in general. So those are rare and usually have some reason. Like they say that, oh, I do this to be in touch with this or that, and people accept it, but they're like seen as a little bit stranger. Um, the people in the tree huts are usually the more religiously minded of the society. Those in the burrows are usually those more martially minded, but it's not a clear distinction. It's just a pattern, not a rule, so to say. Um,
Mm.
as these kind of things usually go in families. If your mother was minded one way, then perhaps you are more likely to be minded the same way, and so over time distinctions arise. But of course, some people instead rebel, and so they're different. Um,
Mm.
well, rebel as much as this society would allow, which is it's basically a two-party system going on here.
Mm.
And they're mostly in agreement as well. Big old purple party.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it's also like the edges of this hut society are not closely defined. You have some people who are further away from like the central mass, some people who are in the central mass, and no one really can say 100% like this is where the village stops. But at some point, you just kind of know that you're outside of it or you're within it based on context
Yeah.
clues.
I think after this whole thing, to like get away from it all, Riodon would actually go hunting.
You go hunting. Okay.
Yeah.
When you go hunting, is your preference to hunt around the river or to hunt more in the forest?
This time I think it's a forest type of hunt.
Right.
Trying to like, or I guess like along the river is like a good starting point.
Mm-hmm.
But like if if tracks are discovered that lead into the
Okay,
river or
okay.
into the forest, then those are
So you're more opportunistic. You're gonna
followed.
follow the river, and if you see tracks, then you go in the forest. If you see something in the river, you'll hunt in the river.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably more. The goal is something in the forest. It's not a
Yeah.
fishing trip. The goal
Yeah.
is something bigger.
Yeah.
Because it's just the river is a good starting point because everything comes to the river to
Mm-hmm.
drink.
Yeah, that's good. That's
So
good. That's clever. Now, remember, this river is not really crossable. It is, as I said to Timmy in this session we just had, Samuel 4. At its widest points, this river is kilometers wide, not
mm,
just lots and lots of meters wide, right?
yeah,
And so it would be a long swim to get across. So you're really just on one side of it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, also I guess in this case, right, I would probably like rather than like look closely along the whole river. I would probably focus in on like where there are watering holes
Yep.
because I assume like the area around the village, I would know decently well where those spots are, like how far apart they are and stuff.
Yep. This is also a very slow moving river, so it does
Yeah.
go south at this point because it always flows south. This river generally,
Mm.
it flows from the enormous mountains that are to the north, way past the desert. Um, but yeah, you go on, you look for watering holes. Eventually, as you're traveling here, and you've got because you're going out hunting. I presume you have all your stuff. You got all the stuff that's on your character sheet, pretty much, right?
Yeah, I mean, I probably don't have my sleeping stuff, but like I
Okay,
got a
good.
water skin at least,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like yeah,
yeah.
my weapons and all that stuff.
That's great. You're traveling about. You're moving north. You realize that you're getting further away from the village than you normally have to for this kind of a trip. The forest seems abnormally calm this afternoon.
I'm not finding any tracks. Like,
No, and it's strange because you feel like normally at this point you would have. You've traveled quite far. The ritual was in the break of dawn, and you set out early in the morning. And by the time that you start finding it strange, you've gone past lunch hours, and you still haven't found anything. And to an inexperienced hunter, that might seem normal, but you're moving carefully. You know these woods really well. You're an experienced hunter in this place, and it is still not... You're not seeing anything. Nothing's popping out. There's an uneasy feeling.
what is like happening in the river itself? Like, if I were to like, how like populated is the river usually?
The river
In terms
is...
of like wildlife.
The river usually has quite a lot of wildlife. There's a lot of crocodiles in this river, all over the place. There's a lot of, you can see the giant river otters that you might see. There are occasionally, this far south in the river, there can be some river dolphins even. They're not super common. This is not a jungle, but they exist here. Similarly that they do in like the big rivers in China, that kind of a vibe. You usually have a lot of, amphibian activity going on. You do see a lot of mosquitoes. Those are here just as... Although it is September, so they're probably dead, actually. There's probably not a lot of mosquitoes because we're in September, so... you would usually see, like, boars and deer and moose come and drink here. It's a very wild place.
But the river, it's like, is the river also very, like, still?
It's mostly still. There's a log floating down a bit away, but seems quite still. Now, there are also some quote-unquote semi-civilized creatures that live here. Lizard men and bullywugs can be found along this river, if you're not careful. But they're normally a bit further north from here.
So, since I'm not finding anything in the river itself, I guess I would probably turn around at this point and like try to take a forest trail back.
Yeah.
Because I assume I know the trails fairly well.
Yeah. You cut into the forest.
If there are any like groves around where there animals might appear semi-often, I might try to like look into those places.
Yeah, you cut into the forest, and you don't go too far before you see your first sign of life. There's a bullywug that lays in the forest, breathing irregularly.
What is a bullywug? I don't think I've heard of. Oh, it's a frog person. Okay.
Yes. The art for them in the Monsters Manual for 2nd edition is beautiful. There you go. This right here is a bullywug.
Beautiful.
Now this one is not as armored and armed as that one.
Yeah.
You see especially not with metal weapons, which are usually stolen from travelers, when you see bullywugs and metal weapons, they didn't make those,
Yeah. Okay, so bullywugs. The ones that live around here, how social are they usually? Like, how if
not
is
at
it
all.
a case of like, okay, so it's not a case of like if you see one, there's usually a billion.
Oh, you mean social with each other? Oh yeah, no. Bullywugs are social with each other. They live in... I think the book, the Monsters Manual, literally says fascist patriarchal tribes. They are extremely male-dominated. They look down on anything that's not a bullywug as, like, a lower creature. And they eat anything. People, animals, they don't give a fuck. They're absolutely barbaric creatures. You're also kind of a bad luck touching them. Their skin can be dangerous.
Okay. Well,
and this one is on the ground. It is breathing heavily but irregularly. It looks injured.
Well, I guess when I like spot it, I will try to like scout out the area a bit first. Like not like maybe I'll go around a little bit, but like mostly just try to like look around, listen if I hear any signs of hear any signs of any other ones
Yeah.
being nearby.
You notice that the path that this bullywug has taken is very much pushed down. Like it has dragged itself across the forest ground to get this far before finally collapsing. You give me a perception check for the general surroundings. Your perception
Yeah.
is like giga good on this character, isn't it?
It is 16.
Yeah, so you have like a really high chance of success here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great one.
14.
That's almost a critical success. That's real good. You look around, and you see no other bullywugs in immediate eye shot. You circle around, you look behind other trees to see if anyone's hiding out. You have a fantastic view of the area. The trees here are tall and wide, meaning there's very limited undergrowth because not a lot of sunlight gets down in this forest in the densest part. The undergrowth is shallow. And so you have a pretty good idea about where everything is. Heading further north from here, the undergrowth is going to get worse.
All right, so with this being established that this thing seems to be alone and injured, I'm gonna approach it to get a closer look
Yeah.
at like what its physical state is in.
Yeah. Now, you do not speak Bullywug, am I right?
No.
Great. At third level, you can take the Bullywug language, should you decide, as a druid. They count as woodland creatures if they're in the wood that you're in, you know?
Okay.
That's my rule. I don't know if that's by the book, but that's my rule. Okay. Anyway. This thing is conscious enough that it is speaking, but it is... Even without speaking Bullywug, you're pretty sure that what it's saying isn't making a lot of sense. It seems to be blabbering in delusions, like ah blah 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 blah. That kind of inflection to its voice. As you get closer to it, it was clearly armed with a stone spear. It is unarmored, but the stone spear has been it has dropped it as it collapsed, and it is several push faces behind it, maybe 2 meters behind it, where it must have dropped it and then continued dragging itself before fully collapsing. On its body, you see this black pus emanating from several wounds.
All right, black pus, is that?
Yeah.
Is their blood like normal colored, or is that
Their
like
blood is, I don't know, what is frog blood?
Frogs have blood, normal blood, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, okay, they have normal frog blood.
I mean, they're tetrapods, so I'm pretty sure they have normal blood.
You're the biologist here.
Not really.
You're the zoologist here, whatever, same thing.
Yeah, they have normal blood.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, it has normal frog blood.
Yeah. Okay, so it's not is it not bleeding?
It is bleeding as well. There's blood as well. But the black pus is oozing out. And it's not like this normal pussy, like, a little bit over time. It's like bubbling out of it. With a whoosh.
I guess, like, as I'm just standing there and looking down at it, and it's like, it's blabbering, it's gonna, like, shake my head and go like, you poor creature. How about I do you a service and just put you out of this misery? And rather than, actually doing the merciful thing, he's gonna, like, try to stomp on its head.
You stomp on its head.
Because, I mean, he's in a pretty bad mood right now after this whole thing.
Yep. Let's open up the Bullywug page, shall we?
By the way, you said their skin is like toxic?
Yep.
Are we talking about, like...
That's exactly what I'm looking at right now.
Yeah, are we talking about, like, acid, or are we just, like, poisons that you shouldn't inject?
I'm trying to figure that out.
Yes. Because I guess if it's, like, acid, then I guess I...
Oh, wait. Maybe I confused these guys with other creatures.
Not do that.
Maybe I confuse these guys with other creatures. I can't actually find a reference to their poison here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think I'm mixing them up with grungs. The other
Okay.
frog creature.
Okay.
Let's see here. They have a hop ability. Yeah, no, these are not poisonous, actually. Never mind that comment. That comment
Okay.
is... But yeah, here. More intelligent than frogs, all bullywugs live in organized or semi-organized, socially fascist groups, cooperating for the purpose of hunting and survival. That is
Let's go.
straight out of the book. We love
Let's go.
old D&D books went hard, man. They went so hard. Yeah. Yeah, no, you stomp on it. You cave its head in. Stomp after stomp after stomp. It is not dodging.
I don't do attack rolls or anything.
No, this thing is...
Yeah.
This thing is functionally inanimate to your stomping.
Alright, yeah, fair enough.
And after a
Yeah,
while of stomping, you notice that the mumbling stops.
Like as he like, I think like initially he just like stomps once, but like as it doesn't die from that obviously. So he like keeps stomping, and as he does it, it just gets like more and more aggressive.
Yeah.
Until like eventually, even when like it stops making sounds, he like keeps going for a while. Until he just gets tired.
That's what I was gonna say. When you stop stomping, you might find yourself that you've gone a bit further than killing it.
Yeah.
And it's in this moment that suddenly you have a bit of a stinging headache, like think Pokemon Mystery Dungeon flash moments.
Mm-hmm.
Suddenly your vision fades black. You see that same trail, the push down undergrowth that continues behind the bullywug, but you can see further than yourself. It continues north, further and further on. And then in your vision, you see two more bullywugs in similar states, maybe 200 meters away, before suddenly poofing back up again.
Okay. So like the trail is like keep going trail, or where I came from trail?
No, so the frog came from the north, right? And you came from the south.
Yeah.
And the trail then continues further north. The push down slimy remains.
Wouldn't I have come from the north now, since I was on my way back?
No, you were circling in and you were cutting in, but you hadn't come that far, and the frog sort of intersects you, right? So I'll draw it. I'll draw it for you. That will simplify things a bit. So your path probably went something like... Oh, that's not a pen. You probably went something like this, right? That is way too thick. You probably went something like this, and then you like cut in to start heading back, right? But the Bullywug Trail seems to go like this.
Okay.
So you intersect it, sort of.
All right. So basically, I had some sort of vision that there are more frogs in the state further up north.
Yeah, further than you can see with your eyes. Does Riodon put any thought into this, or is this just stupid humbug from stupid frog buzz?
After this, that vision is kind of like, huh, that was strange. Well, anyways, I should get back to the river now, clean this mess of my boot.
Yeah. You head back to the river.
So yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. You start cleaning frog bile off of your boots.
Yeah.
And then you notice something floating down the river. It's a bullywug. Floating, dead, on the water, heading south with the tides, or the stream.
Oh. He is a little bit intrigued, but since he's been traveling, you said from like it's been from like morning until afternoon now.
Mm-hmm.
He probably needs to prioritize getting back just to like, because he doesn't have any sleep stuff with him.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't plan to be out for that long.
Yep.
But he's thinking like, might as well check this out tomorrow and prepare for a bit of a longer trip.
You head back to the village. I'm just gonna call it the village. It's easier that way than the indescript collection of huts. That's a mouthful.
Yeah.
As you get there, you notice that there's a bit of a gathering going on. Change the music a bit here. Let's take... This gathering seems to be... By the fact that when you show up, everyone looks at you, it seems to be about you.
Well, I mean, is it basically like when I enter, everyone's just like standing in a circle and staring at me, or
everyone's staring in a circle? Everyone's standing in circles talking, and then when you get close enough, someone looks up and goes, "Hey," and then everyone looks over at you in unison.
I'm just gonna like look at them as I'm like, cause I'm always like heading home towards wherever I live.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess like since everyone's like staring, I'll just like stop for a bit and stare back.
One of them steps forward. It says, "Riodon, we have been discussing here in the tribe your comments from earlier today during the great ritual. Would you retract them?"
It's like, and what if I do?
Then we have no issue.
And if I don't?
Does Riodon have any family remaining? I'm asking as DM.
Yeah, that's... I mean, I was thinking about that. Because I feel like he probably would not have any family. He's at least not that he's close with. Because, like, if he had a loving childhood, I don't think he would turn out this, like, bitter.
Do you think that there's some family member you don't like? Maybe a father you hate, or a brother who is equally parentless as you, who you didn't get along with, or something like that? Or are you mostly just connected to cousins and aunts and mentors who you aren't...
How is like the family unit in this village? Like, how is it like...
It very much is the whole thing of like, it takes a village to raise a child. A child is the child of the village, not necessarily the child to its parents. Of course, the parents have the main responsibility, but they don't have the main influence or rule over a child. It is not the father who sets, like, my child has to do this and my child has to do that, says the other father. The village raises and, controls the child together, but the responsibility for housing and feeding a child usually falls on the parents. Those who have no children often end up serving the role of parents to many of the children who have no parents, so forth.
Yeah. So, what, like, if let's say Riodon was an orphan, what is like a likely cause of death in this situation? I guess it could be anything really.
It could be,
but, like,
ending up in a spat with the guards from Robur as they set out to, fight the druids in the forest. It could be something wild that just got them in a hunting accident. It can be spats with... if it's recent, it could be spats with the followers of Ugadai on the other side of the lake, on the western side of the lake. It could be Natural causes, of course. Disease is always a popular choice. Yeah.
I feel like maybe Riodon could have like at least a father still, but maybe the father is someone who is like a bit is like not necessarily like higher up or anything, but is like kind of spiritually inclined, right?
Yeah.
So like that's kind of like his thing, and when Riodon didn't like vibe with that, just like from natural personality, they kind of like didn't have much to bond over.
Yep. So you looked up
So
to
they
other
kind of
mentors, you know, after that point.
Yeah, kind of, I guess.
If anyone
It's
at
like
all.
the closest thing would be like, I guess, the hunters and the warrior
Someone who
type
taught you to
people.
fight, you know, something like that.
Yeah.
But I think it is in this
Yeah.
moment that the person who first spoke to you, when you ask that, what if I don't? He turns back into this circle. And your father, who you don't speak too much, steps forward and says, Then Riodon, I'm not sure we have a home here for you. Your words go against the beliefs of our tribe. It is not something we can allow.
Hypocritical, isn't it? You ask me to state my mind, for once I do, and your first reaction is to throw me out.
The first guy, who's not your father, turns back around. You were asked to speak your mind, but we assumed your mind was pure. Your thoughts are filled with hate. But our rules apply to you as well. Should you wish to prove your case, which I'm certain you cannot do by convincing us, you may prove it through combat. The village will elect a champion, and if you defeat him, we will accept you as part of the mixture of our ways. But do not take us lightly. We will not pick an amateur.
You know what? I was planning on heading out tomorrow anyways. Might as well not return. Spare you the effort. Now, if you'll excuse me, I haven't eaten since this morning. I'm really hungry.
By the time the sun rises, consider yourself exiled.
Fine with me. He just kind of walks off after that.
Yep. Is there anything specific you do in your final moments of acceptance here in the tribe?
Eat.
Eat.
That's basically, like,
Eat,
again, Riodon is just like in a bad antisocial mood right now.
Yep.
He's just like, honestly, he's less pissed about this whole exile thing that he thought he would be. He's kind of pissed out of principle, but he's not that pissed about the whole notion of not coming back.
Yeah. It's less that it happened and more how it happened.
More or less, yeah.
Is there anyone in Druid society that Riodon does value? You can make up an NPC if you want, but no, okay.
Yeah, not really. I think like the people who taught him like practical skills, hunting, fighting, that's like he has like some sort of respect for those people, like as in what they do, but he doesn't really care about them as people.
Yeah. Now, Riodon does know
he never had much of a bond.
Yeah. Riodon does know that potentially there are other druid tribes around who might share his views more closely. This is but one tribe, one collection of family units that have certain beliefs. The druids do all gather at a great meeting once every period of time. I don't know exactly what it is. The book actually has this lore like pre-written for me. I didn't make this up myself. It's literally on the druid class page, hilariously enough. But and while there are other tribes that could be more amenable to Riodon's ways, he certainly is not welcome in this one, at least. But you understand that should you choose to head east, for example, there are much more combative tribes out there who have more frequent spats with Robur, for example. But here around Lake Cladis, this is the holiest place of the druids. This is the most sacred of spaces. And so here, the more religiously inclined ones are more common.
I mean, he was already planning on heading north anyways,
Yep.
to just check out this frog situation.
Yep.
So that's the plan right now.
That is expected. That is fine. That's sort of what we planned. But I just want to give you the world building, the things that Riodon understands and knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think like a thing that could have happened actually is that his mother would have been killed by like outsiders, right?
Yeah.
So I think that could be like a thing that like even if Riodon doesn't have much personal experience with outsiders, he kind of has. He's been like kind of told all his life that like, oh your mother was killed by outsiders, and like he kind of like it's kind of just like a pre-installed hatred for the outside world in a way.
Yeah, for sure. There's definitely a general material thing going on there. Like, these people do hate your people, and so even if you now also are not at odds, not at like in union with your people, you're at odds with them. You know.
Yeah.
You still kind of hate the people who do war against your entire like ethnic group more, probably. That's just likely.
Yeah.
But yeah, you eat, you sleep, you grab all your things. And when morning comes, you once again head out.
Yeah.
There is no one who's come to wave you off.
Yeah. And that's for the best.
And I think this is where title screen rolls, and it says Riodon. And it's the cold opening is over. We've done the prologue.
Yeah.
Yeah. You head out. You head north. You try to find those bullywogs that you had been looking for, to see what was going on, right?
Yeah, because why not, right?
Yeah, why not? You head up the river. You find a part where you cut out into the forest. A little bit past that point, though, if you look further ahead, you're going like, yeah, I should probably head out into the forest here to find a spot with a bullywug. But if you look forward a bit, you see what's a good description of this? What animal would this be? You see a giant river otter. Let's take that one.
Animal.
Yeah, that would be an animal here on the riverside, and you see it beached. Its head caught on some branches that grow right next to a rock on the side of the river, so it got stuck there. Its lifeless body bobbing in the waves. Do you pay any special attention to corpses of this animal that you're somewhat connected to, or is it just like, okay, it's a dead animal, I'm gonna move on?
I mean, if nothing else, it could be lunch. So might as well approach and check it out. See if it's what kind of condition it's in.
You approach, you check it out, and you notice that around its mouth, it is oozing this same black fizzling pus that bubbles out, which is also coming from a wound on its neck. But everything from like chest down looks fine.
I'm gonna kind of try to grab a stick with some leaves on it still attached, and try to scrape off some of the pus on a leaf and just try to smell it a little bit to see. Yeah. It
smells rotten.
Yeah.
Like fruit.
So basically,
and sweet a little bit.
Basically not lunch then.
Probably not.
Yeah. In that case, I'll I think I'll throw it into the river, back into the river, just to like, I don't know, if the fish can recycle it,
Yeah.
then go for it.
You toss it in. It floats down towards the lake slowly.
Yeah.
Do you continue upriver here, or do you cut it where you found that bullywog?
Um, I mean, I did see bullywugs floating down the river too, so I think I'll just kind of uh continue up the river at this
Yeah.
point.
You continue up. Eventually, as you walk a few hundred meters, you spot the trail of the bullywug that you saw. You can see it just barely through the trees. It gets closer and closer to the river as you go further north. And you see two more trails that are next to it, alongside it, that stop after a bit into the forest.
Do you mean the trail that I saw in the vision, or the trail that I was on? Or...
The one, so like, I'll draw again.
That you don't need to draw. Just
It's actually a little bit difficult to explain. So I think. So you head up here, right?
yeah.
I'm drawing this further north than I did last time, but fuck distances, right? All distances are made up anyway.
Yeah.
So this was like the bullywug's path, and last time you cut in like this. This time you continued up this way, and eventually this thing gets closer and closer to the river. So when you get here, you start seeing it, right, through the trees, and then eventually you spot two more trails that come down, that are next to it like this.
Okay. Does this like split? Did I see this in the vision thing?
It does seem to have a similar geometry to your vision, where you followed this trail of the bullywug, and then you saw two more bullywugs, one on each side, that had gotten shorter distance but had similar trails behind them.
I guess I'll veer off into the forest.
Okay.
And take one of the trails. That it's because it splits off into two trails as well.
No, it's more like two of them just end around here, and one of them continues to become that bullywug that you saw yesterday. It's like there were three trails, and then one continues further on, but two kind of stop here.
Okay.
And as you get closer, you notice that both of them have bullywug legs, but the entire upper body is gone. And there's a fizzling rim around the torso where the legs begin. As if this fizzling is eating off of them, stretching further and further down.
I see. Well, this is gonna be, if nothing else, this seems like it's gonna be a problem, because if this is chasing away all the animals, I'm not gonna be able to hunt.
Right.
So I need to at least figure out what the hell this is.
Yep.
Nothing else. So I guess I'll like try to follow. These are these trails like parallel to each other? Do I like follow all three at once, or do I have to like?
You can follow all three at once. Yeah. They follow quite close to each other.
Okay. Yeah.
And
I guess I'll go walk along the middle one.
Yeah.
Then. Yes.
They're slimy. They're created by bullywugs dragging their slimy bodies over the ground. As you get closer, you notice a part of the forest that is clearly a lowered area that has been eroded away. Most likely, at some point, there was a river that, came from somewhere in the forest and would join the main river here. Just a small little, not an offshoot, just an inshoot, A tertiary river, I think it's called.
I know what you mean.
Don't quote me on that.
It's recorded, so I will quote you on it.
No, the video will. And it seems like the Bullywug trails, they kind of like hit this point, and then they all sort of like join up in a similar way. They're dragged along this dried up riverbed. That doesn't look like it's been dried up for too long, by the way. It's still damp. Like, there could have been a tertiary river here, like, a week ago, maybe.
And there's no like, it doesn't look like they came from like the other side of this. It looks like it kind of, yeah.
The slimy trails of these creatures definitely, like, move up in the riverbed here.
Is it like, is it open enough to try to like follow this dry riverbed up like where from its source?
Yeah, it's dried, so you can just walk where there used to be river.
Yeah, I mean, I can walk in it, but if it's muddy, I would prefer to walk on the side.
You can also walk on the side.
Yeah.
Not get your shoes muddy, Mr. Forest Dweller.
That's just common sense.
You continue up. And eventually, you see, this river was never that big, this little offshoot thing, right? This was not some main source of this thing. This is a little creek, at best.
Yeah.
And eventually, you come across what looks to be some kind of dam structure.
Like a beaver dam?
No, like a person dam.
So the frogs, presumably.
Still done with sticks and logs, but constructed very intentionally, it seems like.
So we're still like in the area-ish close to the village.
Yeah.
This is less than a day from.
You've probably been here hunting before, and you've known this creek for sure. You've seen it as a creek. This is probably the first time you see it dried up, though, given how recently that's happened.
Would I know that this like dam is here?
You have not seen this dam before, and behind it, a lot of water is now flooding into the forest, creating flood beds behind it.
That's fair enough. But like, would I know like if the frog people like live around here? Like, would I?
You are not aware of bullywugs this far south before.
Okay.
Of course,
I guess
bullywugs can come hunt this far south, but they don't live this far south.
Okay, yeah. I guess I'll just go up to the lake part and see like see what is up basically.
Yeah.
With this.
You go up there.
The damp lake.
And before you get to the lake part that's quickly forming behind this thing, the flood.
By the way, I'm like probably a bit on guard at this point.
Yeah.
So just try and like move a bit carefully.
Yeah, I will. I won't spring something on you too much. And I'll give you time to react to things if you see them.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Before you even get to the lake part, though, something catches your eye. Right on the dry side of this dam, there seems to be it's difficult to explain. It's like a stone circle that seems to be set into the riverbed here, like at a time when probably maybe there wasn't a creek here. This is like a giant rock that someone has cut through and made flat, and then made some kind of proper flooring out of.
So like a very like artificial thing in the river, like riverbank or bottom,
Maybe it was here when there wasn't a creek here. Maybe because it looks old. It was definitely not built in a week, right? It's not new.
Does it look like water eroded?
Yeah, it definitely looks like it has had water running over it for a long time. It doesn't look as clean as its shape indicates it maybe once was.
Okay, and this thing, does it look like it's just purely just stones laying in a pattern, or is there something else
It's
going on with
one
it?
piece of solid rock
Ah, okay.
that is flat and smooth but with erosion damage. It also has these lines that are cut through it in circular shapes, back and forth
Oh,
around.
like a rune stone, essentially.
Yeah, some kind of runestone or ritual site or something like that.
Hmm. All right. Uh, yeah, and these patterns, like, are they like, do they look like they're meant to be like some kind of language, or is it just patterns?
It's patterns. Some of them look like vaguely what you've heard described as the writings of magic, but not everywhere. Maybe here or there. And you wouldn't know what to do with that in the first place.
Yeah.
It's a little bit like if I see a writing system. I can if I were to see like I don't know,
Yeah.
the Vietnam writing system. I can probably guess that it's a Southeast Asian writing system. And if there's like a few words here and there and an otherwise artistic looking linear structure, then I could be like, I think that might be Southeast Asian. Same way you go, I think that might be magic writing. That's sort of the vibe.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Uh, yeah. I mean, unless it's like actively pulsing magical energy or something, I'm probably not gonna do much with it.
Yep.
Uh, take note that it exists.
Yep.
Move along.
You move along. You move up. And here you see. You do notice that at this point, around this thing, there are several trails heading off in different directions. Like the bullywugs had been here in a group, and then suddenly they had just dispersed in all kinds of directions, dragging themselves across the ground.
Okay. Yeah. So like, what about this like lake or pond or whatever to call it itself? Is it
It looks a little bit tarry. A little bit. The water looks more viscous than normal, like it's thicker. Not all over. Like where the creek comes from, it looks fine, but the parts that are stuck here behind this dam definitely look a bit viscous in how they're set up.
and how large is this pond or lake or whatever to call it?
After a week of a blockage, probably quite solid. Like, what's something I can use to compare it to? Like a small town central square.
All right. Yeah. And I don't see any other signs of life around here.
Not really. Give me a perception check.
Sure.
This is so much more reliable now that you usually pass them. I can make you earn things so much easier. But you fail!
I mean, yeah, of course I did.
Of course, it's a critical failure even. Oh, it's beautiful. Just as I was saying that, I cursed you. Yeah, you look around, you don't really see any specific signs of life. To get more info, you'd have to inspect something in particular. Get more granular with me. Get more specific with me.
I mean, this dam. I guess this damn thing. What is it even made of? Like, is it just wood?
It is
or...
a bunch of tree branches and mud to fill up the holes, and just a collection of stuff that has been put down. It would look like beavers if not for how neat it is. It looks very intelligently constructed by someone or a few someones. You can see some stumps around of trees that have clearly been felled to make this.
How far away from like the big river are we right now?
Maybe half an hour to 45 minutes of walking.
All right, so quite a bit away. I mean, so it seems like this is the source of. This seems to be some kind of source of water poisoning, right?
Yeah.
But if this is the source, then if I was to just go, north, even further upriver than this, it should not have an effect on that part of
Yep.
the river and
And
presumably
that's even
animals
what you
as well.
saw when you looked across to see the water quality. The water that's coming into this place across this lake thingy looks much
Yeah,
cleaner than the parts that are down here. They look much more viscous and
yeah.
thick.
So I think I'm actually gonna try to hunt for lunch right
Yep.
now. I'm gonna go like basically go to the other side, the northern side of
Mm-hmm.
the Dryad River
Yep.
bank, and try to like scout around that part of the forest.
Okay.
Maybe go back to the river, try to like check for footprints, like the
Yeah.
tactic I used before.
How does your hunting skill work?
As in like mechanically,
Yeah,
or
how does it work mechanically? Let's figure that out. If we're gonna use it, then
yeah, sure.
might as well know how it
That
works.
is a good question.
Healing, hunting. When in wilderness settings, a character can attempt to stalk and bring down game. A proficiency check must be made at a -1 penalty to the ability score for every non-proficient hunter in the party. If the die roll is successful, the hunter and those with him have to come with 101 to 200 yards of an animal. The group can attempt to close the range. A proficiency check must be made for each 20 yards closed. If the stalking is successful, the hunter automatically surprises the game. The type of animal stalk depends on the nature and the terrain of the women. It's basically a stalking skill, you know? The hunting skill is all about getting closer and closer and closer to the target to determine like the initial encounter range
Mm.
when you roll initiative.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have it necessarily have anything that's specifically for tracking. I guess that would that be
No,
a kind of a part of
it did say that if you succeed a hunting check, you will find game and be within 110 to 200 feet of it.
okay.
Yeah, so you just need to make a hunting check to see if you can find some game.
Okay, and what do I roll for that then?
You should have written that down in your character sheet.
I haven't. I didn't think about proficiencies being actual like active skills.
Some of them are. Some of them
Yeah,
are.
I'm checking. Look, I'm checking. I'm saying it out loud.
Yes.
But
Yes. Yes.
I am reading the text.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
What does it say though? It seems to be wisdom -1.
proficiency check. Oh yeah, proficiency check. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like it's wisdom
that,
-1. So what's your wisdom?
yeah.
14.
Yeah. Yeah, 14.
So 13 or lower, with 13 being the crit.
Yeah.
That's a good
11.
check. That's good. You stalk around for a bit. Eventually, you see a deer. A classic session 1 hunting target. You are. Roll me a D100.
Up.
You are 168 feet away from it. You can roll another hunting check with -1, the wisdom is normal, to close the distance by 20 feet. And you can do that as many times as you want until you want to roll initiative against the deer.
Okay. If the stalking is so the hunter must surprise the game. Yeah. What is the range of my spear throw?
Mm-hmm.
Spear throwing, spear 1 RD. Throw 2, 4, 6. So what does that mean?
Those are yards. So 2 yards, 4 yards, 6 yards. 3 feet each to a yard. So 6 feet.
Yeah.
12
that
feet.
That is very short range, but I guess
Yep.
it makes sense.
Spears don't go that far unless you're like Olympic with it.
I mean, you can throw a spear like at least like 5-10 meters.
Yeah, but to
Not
be
that hard.
Olympic with it, you know?
Well, okay. Well, I guess I'll just try to stalk a bit closer to it.
Yeah.
Uh, so you said I was 168 yards away from it.
Yeah.
And how is my speed again?
Your speed is 120 feet. No, you're 168
100.
feet away from it.
Yeah. Okay. 120 feet.
If
Okay.
you, it's 120
Uh,
feet if you don't attack. It's 60 feet if you do attack.
okay. Yeah. Let's just try to stalk a bit closer, I guess then.
Okay. Roll me another hunting check. If you fail, by the way, we roll initiative instantly.
Okay. Sure. I doubt I'm gonna be getting 70.
Yeah,
I failed
we're gonna roll
immediately.
initiative.
Um. So. Yeah. So I guess my approach here is gonna be to.
We can say that you got 8 feet, so you're 160 feet away from it, just to make it easier to count.
Yeah. Sure. Uh. I guess my approach here is just to try to like get closer to it in a somewhat stealthy way, but I assume it's gonna already have noticed me. So if I notice it has noticed me,
Well, let's roll a
I'm
surprise
probably
check first, actually. So I'm gonna roll a surprise check for the deer. Because you could get a free turn here if it rolls a 1, 2, or 3. You are, of course, not surprised because you succeeded on 1 hunting check.
yeah.
That is a 4, so it is not surprised. It was close, though. Close, close, close.
Okay.
Um,
So again, I guess I'm just like trying to get closer to it. So what is that as a modifier?
That's a +3. If you're not using any specific weapon, if you're taking a quote-unquote general
Yeah.
action, it's always +3.
Yeah.
And it will do the same. I just roll it in engine, actually.
Yeah.
Make it more obvious. It does beat you. Which means that it's just gonna get away.
All right. Well, in that case, I'm gonna. I guess I'll like start jogging a bit, but not like sprinting after it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to keep going in the direction the deer came,
Ooh.
and try to like stamina it out.
This is what I get for playing D&D with a zoology nerd. He's gonna use
Yeah,
human special abilities.
Yeah, I mean that's literally how humans hunt.
Yeah. Give me another
I'm gonna
hunting
try
check
to-
then.
Yeah. But it was this D20 -1, right? Yeah.
Yep.
18. Well, that or 17.
I think that failing this check probably means
Wait,
you
what?
lose it. Like you don't know where it went after a while. We're using hunter checks basically as allegories for tracking.
Yeah. It is my willpower that I'm. Or
Yeah,
wisdom
willpower
that I'm-
-1. So
Yeah, so it is a fail check.
yeah, exactly. Although you're not supposed to roll it with the -1 to the dice, it's just that you lower your stat by 1.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
okay.
Or you add 1 to the roll. You can go +1 to the roll. That also works, but
Okay, well, in that case, I rolled very wrong. But
yeah,
whatever,
it doesn't matter.
failed
It's still
regardless.
bad. It's still a bad roll. Yeah, I think that this deer ends up getting away. You don't know what direction it went after a while. It could have gone too many ways.
End up losing the track.
You're losing the track, yeah.
Yeah. But I guess like the good thing is because I was doing this along the river, so I assume I found some kind of trail from the river that I followed.
Yep.
Out into the forest.
Yeah.
So I guess this does mean that at least around here there is game.
Yes, there is.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try to, because I mean I still need lunch. I have backup food, but I still need lunch. So I'm gonna try to go on another hunt.
Go on another hunt. Give me another hunting check then. Give me another hunting check. That's a pass. That's a really good pass.
Yeah. That's the only one below.
Give me a D100 as well. Okay,
47.
so 147 feet away.
From
and then
what kind of thing do I found?
give me a d20 just for fun. This
Sure.
is just to try to see what you find.
A 1.
You find a beaver.
A beaver.
Yes, much further upstream.
So this is along the river then, I guess.
Yep, I guess you found this one heading a little bit closer to the river. You find a beaver gnawing on a tree, a bit off.
Yeah. I mean, that's a pretty good pocket size, or not pocket size, but that's a pretty good sized lunch.
Yeah.
It's even might be some leftovers.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll and it's 147 yards away.
Yes, 147 yards, feet
Oh
away.
yeah, I guess I'll try to
Feet
sneak
away.
closer to it.
Yeah, give me a hunting check. Every pass in a row,
Check.
you get minus 20 on the distance.
That's 9 that passes.
That's 127. Give me another one. This is like flipping several coins in a row.
Pretty much.
That is a
14.
fail because it's minus 1, so it's 13.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
Okay,
So we're gonna start 120 away. Again, you'll get like, whenever you fail, I just lower it to whatever the closest 10 is, right? Because that's easy.
Yeah, sure.
So 120 away.
So this is by a tree. How close are we to water right now?
Probably about 30 feet, maybe 40 feet, something like that. Not too far.
Yeah.
Yep. Let's roll initiative. Actually, let's roll a surprise check first for the beaver.
Yeah.
You want a 1, 2, or 3 here. It is a 2. You get a free round.
Augers. Well, I mean, I'll.
You can close into melee, or you can go halfway and toss a spear.
Do I notice that the beaver has noticed me?
You notice that the beaver has not noticed you. But you only get 1 free round. It's going to notice you.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'll just move closer as close as I can then.
Yep, you run up into melee range. And then we roll initiative.
Yeah. Augers.
Because going 120 feet is a full move action.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to stab the beaver with my spear.
Okay, the beaver's gonna try to get away.
There's a +6 on my initiative.
Ooh.
Oh, I rolled a 1, so I've got 7 initiative.
The beaver's gonna go with 6 though. Because it has a +3 on that.
Yeah.
Beaver tries to run away. You get an opportunity attack.
Yeah. So I D20 roll. No
Yep.
modifier, right? No, 1 under spear attack. 20.
Roll me double damage.
Wait! Oh shit! Oh right, that's good. Nat 20 is good.
Nat 20s are good for attack rolls. Roll me double damage
It's
for the
good.
critical
Holy
hit.
shit!
It's a
Wait,
critical
I
hit.
actually rolled a nat 20. Oh my god.
You hit a critical hit.
This is a new experience for me. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I hit the first attack roll. So this is a 1d6. Yeah, so 2d6.
Yeah. I struggle to see how this beaver survives. I'm gonna roll the beaver's HP. It is dead.
Oh, 8 damage. 8 damage.
You could have killed this thing with just the 2.
Yeah, I figured. So basically, I just like, as the beaver tries to move away, I just like put my spear into the ground and just straight through the beaver.
For balancing purposes in the future, by the way, I think I'm going to rule that every hunt takes about half an hour to an hour-ish.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
So I think you spent about an hour 15 or something right now getting this beaver. Chasing the deer and then switching to beaver. I think that's
fair.
fine.
That makes sense.
Makes sense enough. Makes sense enough. Cool.
So I guess it's like mid-afternoon right now, late afternoon?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
You got a dead beaver.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna take the beaver, try to find some kind of like place where I could make a campfire.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna hang up the beaver in a tree with my rope while I just gather wood in the nearby area. I'm gonna try to stay close enough that I would notice if something tries to sneak in and steal the beaver.
Yeah. It's as you're gathering wood. You've set up a little rudimentary campsite. You're gathering wood. That you see a person laying on the ground. a little bit away from the lake in a direction you hadn't really gone before, but now you're going there to gather wood, and you see this person.
Wait, lake? What do you mean, like the pond?
Yeah.
I would assume that I would have like probably moved quite a bit away from that.
Oh, you
place
didn't go
by
back
now.
there to camp or anything?
No, I mean,
okay.
I was moving away from there to find the prey, so that.
Okay, yeah. I figured that once you got prey, you would go back. Well, no, okay. In that case, you find another bullywug. Because they got further away. You see another bullywug laying around. And this bullywug, just to not waste information I happen to give now, is a little bit different because its spear has these drapes and like tearings of people cloth caught on it.
Well, I mean, I guess I'll check that out later, but for now I want to eat.
Yep, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. We make some fire, we eat. First we feast.
First we feast.
Yes.
So I'm gonna try to butcher this beaver.
Yep.
And try to cook up as much meat as I can.
Yeah. That's perfectly fine. So long as you're not making something particularly tasty, if you just want to make food not kill you with food poisoning, I think a hunting proficiency can allow that. That's fine by me.
Sure. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
And I guess I would have since I was traveling upstream, I would have tried refilling my water skin at some point probably.
Yep.
With the river water that's upstream from the dried out place.
Yep. That's great.
So I before I filled up the whole thing, I tried a tiny bit of a sip.
Yeah. Water tastes normal. It seems fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Do you think that Riodon has a grub skill?
Grub skill? What do you mean?
Did we not make a grub skill for one of your characters already? I feel like we did.
No.
It is a stat for your ability to enjoy food.
Oh, we might have rolled for that, I guess.
It's basically if you have a low grub skill, then
yeah, I think
you might be a picky eater. Like the things that taste good, you might really like, but on average, you don't enjoy most food. If you have a really high grub skill, then most food tastes good to you. This is a voluntary thing. If you think it's fun, we do not need to do this.
Let's just roll for it, I guess.
Sure. Here's the thing. Question. I know that he's a legendary character or a heroic character, but does Riodon have heroic grub? I don't think so.
No, probably not.
Okay, 3d6 then.
What? 3d6, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, those are d8s.
Just like half elves always have heroic hotness. I gotta find a species that has heroic grub. I think halflings.
Yeah, so he's.
I think halflings roll heroic grub, just like half elves roll heroic hotness.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, 7. So yeah, so he's not a very picky eater.
He's not very picky, but he's more picky than he's not. You know.
A 7?
Low makes you more likely to be picky.
Oh, really?
Like you like less food. High means you like more food.
Okay. I guess.
Yep.
Okay. Well, I guess the pickiness is that he only likes it if it was alive at some point.
Right, but we can also do a grub check now that we have a grub stat.
Sure.
We can see if he enjoys the taste of this beaver or not.
Sure. I roll a d20.
Yeah, you try to roll your stat or lower. You just quite do not like this beaver.
Yeah.
You've had worse, but this beaver, not your favorite animal right now. It goes down, but, there's no joy in this food.
Yeah, sure. So how much meat do I manage to cook up?
Roll me a whole beaver? Roll me 2d4s?
Yeah, beavers can weigh up to 30 kilos.
Yeah.
What is it, 2d4s?
Yeah. Hey, you got 4 days of rations.
4. All right, that was not bad. That was that including the meal I ate.
Let's say no. Let's be nice.
All right,
That's on the lower
all right,
end of what you could have rolled, so.
all right. All right, so I guess I'll add 4 rations. I'll try to I'll wrap it up the
A
meat with
ration
some.
weighs 4 pounds.
Yeah, I'll wrap up the meat with some leaves and stuff.
Yeah. Can you carry another 12 pounds?
I don't know.
I mean, you can carry it, but how encumbered do you get carrying another 12 pounds? Is more of the question. This is going to be our most survival campaign yet, so we're gonna get used to it.
Where are my? Oh, all right. I was like just on the edge of getting to next level, so I'm actually half move right now.
Okay. So we're moving
Yeah.
slowly across the day. We're not making much progress.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not like in a hurry anyways.
No, you're not.
So
You have nowhere to go yet.
Yeah.
So you had seen that bullywug spear with the human cloth on it. Is this something that you do want to investigate, or is this something that needs to be gotten away from?
I guess I'll go back and just check it out. What kind of human cloth it would be, or whatever.
You recognize it as definitely belonging to those Ugedai Kotas or followers. Like the bullywugs that had a spat with the Kotas.
I think honestly, seeing that, he would kind of like snicker a bit, and it's like, kind of think like, well, it's your problem now. I spoke my mind. So, kind of skadeglad. There's no English word for it. They used to borrow the
Schadenfreude.
German one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Schadenfreude.
That one. So yeah, I don't think with that like that in mind, I don't think he's gonna like try to investigate this further. Try to like stay away from this whole situation.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's what I got DM hacks for. So you turn away. You start heading a different direction. Suddenly,
Yeah, I mean, I guess I more or less like go back and try and keep following the river upstream.
As you do, suddenly your eye twitches again a little bit again. Ugh. Ugh. And things turn black with a shing.
You're trying to make me do things.
I'm sorry.
For vision.
But I will not make you do things. But I will, there's a little bit of a setup going on here, but that's fine. We're both adult D&D players. We understand how things can go sometimes.
Yeah.
A voice speaks out to you.
A voice?
Yeah. This voice sounds old. Ancient. And it simply says, I like your heart.
Do I hear it from any specific direction?
No, it's this thing of like, again, think the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon thing, right?
Yeah.
It's Shing and it's, I like your dark. It's coming from inside your head. Your heart.
Yeah, I like
your heart.
Yeah.
And then suddenly, you look around and everything looks normal again.
Yeah, that was like really freaky. It was like, and it's kind of like, I feel like that's even more reason to like stay away from this whole situation.
Yeah.
It's kind of, he just kind of nopes out after that. Goes back to the river.
Goes back to the river. He follows it away.
Yeah. As he's like walking, he kind of like thinks about like, what do I do from here, right?
Yeah.
You said that the druids have had like contact with the clans around Valas
Yeah.
before.
Some trading
Would that
exchange.
be like my group?
You've probably
Have
been
they
there.
had contact?
You can absolutely have
Yeah.
been there if you think that makes sense.
Yeah. So I think yeah. I guess like this is when he's like walking and like thinking what is the next goal. I guess that is like kind of like when he starts to think about this whole thing with like uh the outside world, right? And like how he kind of just, he's always had like this innate hatred for the outside world,
Yep.
right? So uh that is kind of when he gets the idea like maybe, you know, if the outside world is invading here, maybe I should try counter invading the outside world.
Yep. The idea starts to trickle in your
Like,
mind. You think of the destruction you can cause to the outside world. You have nothing left to do. And as you're walking along this river, thinking these dark thoughts, suddenly once again, a vision comes to your mind. I want your heart. I will take it. Or you give me another one. And you're back.
at this point, like he's gonna like try to like check around, like is someone stalking him right now and like giving him these visions? Because this is starting to feel way too specific.
Yep. At this point,
Uh,
you're wearing all your gear, right?
yeah,
Yeah. Were you
and my
left-handed or
backpack and
right-handed?
stuff. Right-handed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You suddenly notice your left hand dropping its shield on the ground. Involuntarily. It then rises up in front of you. You see your glove with the claws. And suddenly your own hand stabs towards your chest with the claws out. Now you're a man with good reactions. You're a combat man, right? You can catch it. But you feel it pressuring against your own chest. It's trying to dig at your own heart.
Okay. Uh. Yeah, I mean, I guess I tried to hold it off. Like I don't know what the fuck to do right now about that. Uh, I guess I like. Do I feel? Is it like my hand that's doing the thing, or is it the glove? Do I feel like a pull from the glove? The
You
gauntlet.
feel like it's a pull from the glove, but also the glove is hugging tightly. Like it's gripping your hand more so than being worn by it.
Uh.
Like it's shrinking.
Yeah. The glove. The gauntlet is shrinking.
It feels like it's shrinking the way it's hugging tightly around your hand more than usual.
Okay, so like, can I like? So am I just fighting against my own strength right now, or is it like
Yeah.
some other?
No, you're fighting
Yeah.
against your own strength, but which is why it's a little bit of a stalemate. Your dominant hand is able to hold it off, but you feel like if you were to let go, the claws would likely sink into your chest.
Yeah, I mean, in that case, I would like try to walk over to the river. If there's like any kind of river bends, I can like get into the water and try to like shove the hand under the water, like
Yeah.
as if I was trying to drown it.
Yeah.
Essentially.
You try to drown it, you shove it down. And as you hold it under the water, you notice that the water that crosses by your hand turns to this viscous, thicker form. just like what you saw down by the dam.
Okay. Is it like? Is it actually affecting the arm at all, or is it still like
It's
fighting with the
still
same
fighting
force?
into you.
I mean, okay. I guess in that case, it would try to just like kind of pin it down to the ground, maybe.
You pin your hand down to the ground. You feel your wet hand stuck. You hold it down. You can't control it, but you have to use your dominant hand completely to do so.
Let me just check real quick. So when you cast a spell, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, with a semantic component, no, I would need one free hand for that. So that wouldn't work.
Yeah.
Especially if this is my fucking holy symbol being the
Yep.
problem. I mean, I guess like if I would like try to like start like kind of bashing the arm
Yeah.
against the ground.
You bash the arm. You bash it over and over and over again. Take 1 point of damage as you feel the
Yeah.
pain sink into your arm. It does not change its behavior, but it does hurt you.
Uh, yeah, I mean, then what the fuck do I do?
What do you do? What is
It
Riodon thinking? What
wanted
is Riodon
another.
thinking in this moment?
It said it wanted a heart, but like I'm like by the river. I can't go like hunting right now. So I guess like, okay, how long after my lunch break, my food break is this happening?
Maybe 10 minutes?
Not that long. Okay. In that case, I guess I would like try to just like get back to where the frog corpse was.
You get back to the frog corpse. This one is still somewhat intact. There is black pus on it, but it hasn't gotten that far in consuming the body.
Okay. So in that case, I would like try to like take the hand and like try like force it away even further.
Yeah.
And like try towards the body.
Yeah.
And like while doing that, like if you want the heart, then take this one. You said that was fine, right?
And as soon as the claws on the hand touch down into the skin, you notice that suddenly the force shifts. It's no longer heading for your chest. It digs into this body, moving through it like a knife through hot butter. Wait, a hot knife through butter. I guess the opposite works too, you know?
Yeah, hot butter is liquid.
Yeah, but it just sinks into it and it grabs into the heart of this creature. And the claws sink into it, and suddenly the entire frog looks ethereal. And the hand just lifts the heart out with no resistance. And then the body is gone. And you just stand there with a heart in your left hand. Its pulses. And you hear in your head, this time without your vision fading, "Bring it to me. Bring it to where I rest."
There's no further instructions beyond that?
Nope.
Okay. Am I back in control of my hand again?
Yep. But you cannot let go of the heart.
Okay, well, in that case, I need to go back to get my fucking weapons because I had to drop that.
Yep, you go 10 minutes
Build my
back.
shield.
You get your shield, you get your spear. You go back again, or what do you do?
Uh, I mean, where I rest, I assume you're trying to force me back to that pond, right? Uh, so I mean, that's the only clue I've got. So I guess I'll try to head back there.
Yep,
It's quite a far away at this point, but
yep. You head back there. It's a trek. As you move towards it, you sense a pulsating feeling in the hand underneath your holy symbol. It feels right. It feels good. Not good, good, but you know, pleasant good. And as you get close, the feeling of attraction feels more obvious towards that stone, flat area.
uh, okay, then I guess I'll go put the heart there on the stone thing then.
You put the heart there. And as you
Can I
do,
actually let go of the heart now?
yeah, in fact, you have no choice. As soon as you're close enough, the hand lets go and the heart falls down onto the stone, where a black pus starts eating at it from below. And before you know it, the whole
I'm
heart has melted away into the stone. It's,
I'm grabbing my shield again.
yeah, you grab your
After that.
shield, you feel a control. The heart subsumes into it, into this altar looking thing, and the pus starts to seep through the different carvings, filling it. This blackness, before it seeps back down into the ground. In your head, you hear a good, good. You can be useful.
What the hell do you even want? What are you? Who are you?
Don't worry about that. I am someone who can help you if you help me.
And why would I help you?
Oh, I sense in you great ambition, lofty goals, great desire. I can make such things easier, or I can make them harder.
Piss off. I don't want some whatever you are to push me around for some lofty promise of power.
Well, how about you try it first? One is free. Why don't you dip that finger of claws into the dark liquid and then go touch a living thing of your choice?
Alright, I guess I'll try it out. Just for curiosity's sake. Out of character, I'm saying that.
Yep.
But yeah. He goes to touch the thing.
Yep. Touches the dark fluids. They move up the claws of your holy symbol, turning the claws black.
And I guess then I'm gonna try to touch just like I guess like a tree.
Yeah, you pick a tree. Pick a tree, any tree. You go up to a tree and you touch it. The claws turn white again, and you sense an exchange of energy. Like you put something in the tree, and the tree puts something in you. You hear in your head, my powers and yours have mixed. I sense the shape of this is shaped by you, though the source of it is me. Where do you want a tree just like that? Point it out.
I guess he just points. He just points to some random location, more or less.
And suddenly, loud creaking is heard. From the ground sprouts a tree, not as a sapling that quickly grows, but out of the ground just shoots forth explosively a tree identical to the one you have touched. Growing rapidly, its roots stretching across to the same adult size as the one you had touched.
I guess. So, did the power from the claw like disappear now? Was it like used up? Yes.
It feels like it. The claws have turned white again.
Yeah. As I guess, like, after that happen, he's gonna say, "Impressive trick."
It is no trick. It is an interesting moment of connection. You have flavored my powers in ways I have not seen before. It is impressive. Whenever you wish such power, whenever you wish to take and bring forth something living, feed it first a heart. The heart will reach me. And I will grant you whatever you sent it to me through. Oh, and should you bore me, I think I'll still take yours.
Right. Doesn't say much more than that, because internally, the only thing he's thinking right now is, I'm gonna kill this fucking thing.
Yep.
Whatever this creature is, I'm gonna murder it.
That's great.
This
Love
thing
that.
is trying to push me around.
Yep.
Fuck
it
this
is.
thing.
Fuck this thing.
And I guess with that, is this thing quiet again now?
It seems quiet.
Yeah. So this stone, right?
Yep.
How heavy is it?
It is.
Like, how big is it?
It's like a sumo wrestling ring. It's my allegory. It's that would make it 4.5 meters in diameter.
Right.
Like a platform.
Well, I'm gonna make a wild guess and say that this thing isn't physically in this location. So trying to like dig it out probably won't be any good. It said it was this resting place, but I assume it's not literally a gravestone or something.
Who knows?
I guess might as well take a look just in case, right?
Yep.
So it is a big like platform, you said, right?
Yep.
If I... Nah, it's kind of pointless to try. Like, there's no way I'm digging through a whole muddy riverbed.
without a shovel.
Well,
Even less so.
yeah, like no shovel, no tools, no spells for
You
it.
dig up maybe a little bit on the sides, and you notice that like the rock continues down, and you have no idea how big like the full
Yeah, no,
size of this rock is.
wouldn't even try to like start digging.
Right.
What's the point? Just checking it out. It seems pointless.
Yep.
Uh, yeah, I guess in that case, more or less, just. I guess at this point it's probably gotten pretty dark, so I'm gonna try to find some kind of proper campsite
Hmm.
to sleep tonight.
Maybe you head back to where you ate that beaver.
Uh, maybe. Although, I mean, I don't want to be where too close to the water,
Yeah. Okay.
because the beaver was probably pretty close to water.
Yeah.
So if ideally I would want to try to find some kind of
Yeah.
uh, some kind of shelter of either like bushes
Yeah. That's fine.
or even like some kind of burrow or whatever if it's
Yeah.
big enough.
You continue
But
north of the river, further away, and you eventually find yourself in the forest. Everything feels more normal the further away from this thing you get. Things are calm, regular. The only thing you notice is that you can't take your holy symbol off.
all right, yeah.
That's it.
But I guess I can take off my other clothes around
Yeah,
it.
yeah, that's fine. It's just a glove, you know?
Yeah, yeah. All right. Well, uh, I I make a campfire. I try to make a campfire
Yep.
to at least not gonna be able to keep it alive throughout the night,
No.
but since I need to sleep, but
Yep.
have it going while I'm starting to sleep, and then
Yeah.
hopefully at least the smoke smell will keep things away.
Yeah. That's a good idea. And you lay down to rest.
Yeah. For once, I actually do have a bedroll, so I should be able to sleep
Yeah.
decently.
You were unaccosted throughout the night. You wake up. You see a burnt out campfire, morning dew on the grasses and the moss.
Do I get an HP back?
Yeah,
By
you can have an HP back. You slept fine.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna have some beaver for breakfast.
Yep.
My like backup rations would probably be more like dried stuff that are like longer lasting.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, whatever you
I'm gonna
hunt, you
try
should
to
eat
eat the
first.
beaver first.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have some more beaver. Still tastes fine. And you reflect. I guess.
Yeah, I guess kind of. I mean, it's basically just like the. I guess it's basically just my thoughts haven't changed much, except that now I have a new public enemy number one.
Yep.
Whatever this thing was.
Yep.
That thing is at some point I'm gonna destroy it.
That's great.
That's basically it.
Mm-hmm.
Plan is to keep heading north.
Yep. You keep heading north.
Yeah.
Yeah. You travel. You're going to be traveling for a few days if you just keep going through the forest. Is there anything we want to roleplay during that time?
Not unless I encounter anything particular. It's
Yeah.
mostly just I'm gonna live off rations for a few days and then,
Yeah. I assume that you're being
if
careful.
needed, hunt some more.
You might see some lizardmen at some point. I'm going to assume that you don't. You try to stay away from them. You don't like go and kill lizardmen tribes and stuff.
Yeah, no, not. I won't just attack them.
Yeah. That's gonna bring us from Wednesday the 17th, which was our starting date with the morning ritual, through Thursday the 18th that we mostly played through. So we're gonna travel on the 19th, we're gonna travel on 20th, we're gonna travel on 21st. I'm being nice to you with encounter checks right now. Not really for like just being nice, but because these are your woods. You know how to travel here. You know what lives here. You know the dangers. When you're traveling through like foreign woods, I would be stricter. But this is your
I
home
have
turf.
both local history and direction sense. And actually, on that note, I guess,
Yeah.
because I have local history,
Yeah.
this whole thing that
Yeah.
just happened, do I have any reference for it?
No. No. I think this is the kind of thing where you need some ancient history proficiency. Unfortunately.
All right.
Gotta find some of that. But you know enough local history to know that this could be some ancient history shit, you know? You know where to look in the knowledge pool, you know? That's
All right,
enough.
sure.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
To justify that I just said that. I think that's fine.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah. You travel a bit. We get to Monday the 22nd. You've traveled for 3 days, mostly unaccosted. Suddenly, you notice that the woods, if you traveled mostly alongside the main river, heading north, maybe a little bit into the woods, but far, far away from this offshoot creek where you had this tragic encounter, this horrific encounter. No one has spoken in your head, but you do sense this feeling of this glove is not what it used to be. There's some curse on you, something has infected you. At this point, you've run out of beaver.
Yeah.
So it's time to hunt.
Yeah.
Yep.
So where am I physically right now?
You're probably pretty far north, like around here. Whoops.
Yeah.
Around there-ish.
So I guess at this point I wouldn't like be very familiar with these woods themselves, but probably like the biome still.
Yeah,
Pretty
the biome
familiar.
definitely familiar. You definitely passed through here like once or twice in your life, especially if you've been trading with the mountain people at some point.
Yeah.
But it's definitely unfamiliar lands. It's like going to Eskilstuna, you know? It's familiar but oh so strange.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess we do a hunting roll again.
Yeah, let's do a hunting roll.
Up.
That's a pass.
10. That's a pass.
Okay, we're gonna have fun with this mechanic. We're gonna do this a lot, I feel. It's gonna be good.
Probably.
I know exactly what page to start.
So what time of day is it by now? I guess by the time
when
I
would
start
you go
hunting?
I think you can choose that.
I guess if I run out of beaver in the morning, maybe I would probably start like I would travel for a little bit, but start hunting pretty soon.
Yep.
To not have to go hungry for lunch, you know.
Yeah. Give me a D6.
D6.
Great. Okay. Okay. And now give me a D20. I'm just having you help me randomize some stuff.
Yeah, 7.
Good thing I'm not rolling a 3 on that D20.
Okay. I don't know what would have happened, but if you say so.
That was the badger roll.
Oh god.
There's gotta be a... I actually have to Google what the fuck this is.
The animal?
Yeah. I rolled an animal that I have no idea what it is.
What is it?
Chatur?
Chatur?
Oh, this is a fantasy animal.
Yeah, I thought so. Like, I've never heard of that. That sounds like a fantasy animal.
It apparently looks like... Oh... I wonder, can I show this to
You
chat?
spell it?
C-H-A-T-T. Oh,
Or is it C-H-A-T-T-U?
yeah. Did that do anything? I don't think that did anything.
No, those are mushrooms that are
C-H-A-T-T
popping up.
and then U-R. Sorry.
You are?
Yeah.
Sure. Oh! What the fuck is that? That's like
I think the art
That's
from...
like a...
I think the art from the Spelljammers wiki is what's showing up on the internet for me.
Yeah, that's like... That's like a badger face, but like... It has like a... Almost were creature like body. There's some very human hands.
Yeah. Let me put this in a thing for chat here.
What kind of like table are you rolling with where you're getting results that we have no idea what it is?
This is the Monsters Manual. Which has a
Is
giant
it not in the
section.
Monsters Manual?
This is in the Monsters Manual. As one of the things on the mammal page. Where it mostly has things like jackal, hyena, gorilla, goat.
Yeah, but
Ape,
is it
baboon, badger.
is there an image?
Nope,
in
there's
the
no
Monster
image.
Manual?
The mammal page is a bunch of text like this, you can see.
Okay.
I'm trying to just get this image visible for any viewers. One
How
second.
big is this thing?
It is a size, please.
According to this wiki, which again is a Spelljammers wiki, so I know it applies to D&D, but
It is.
this list
D&D.
is as like...
Spelljammers is a D&D setting.
Oh, it is. Well, this list is at chaotic good and it speaks common. This doesn't sound like an animal to
I don't
me.
think you found a chatur. I feel like this
Yeah,
maybe is a
let's-
weird thing.
Yeah, can we like re-roll it to a normal animal? Or
Yeah,
something
I'll
we
just
know
do this. I'll
what it
just
is?
count 7 and only count things that I know what they are, okay?
Sure.
1, 2, 3 was still the badger roll. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. 4. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. That. 5, 6, but that wouldn't live here. 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 Yeah, we get all the way down there. You find a porcupine.
Porcupine.
Yes.
Uh,
Let's do this. I couldn't
Honestly,
figure
I'm
out
probably
how to put the
just
image
gonna-
in for chat, so I'm just gonna do this. I'm just typing the name in chat so that if anyone watches this, they can Google the same thing.
honestly, I'm probably just gonna try to find something else, because a porcupine seems like way more effort than it's worth.
Fair.
To try to butcher and shit.
That's fair, that's fair. Give me another hunting check then. That's still a pass.
A 1.
Yep. And then give me a d20.
$17.
Ooh. You see a boar.
A boar. Okay,
Yes.
this could be a beast.
It could be. This could be
Is
food
it
for a long
alone?
time. It is alone.
Alright. Well, this could be dangerous.
Yes.
Because boars are pretty dangerous.
Yes, they have 3 hit die.
Yeah. But I mean, fuck it. Let's go. If I die, I die. I guess.
If you die, you
I
die.
haven't invested too far into this character yet.
We're still in the a badger won't hurt too much zone. Oh
Well,
god.
at least this time I can melee attack better, and I have 17 AC. So
That's true.
Maybe.
You know, animals that start with B are just trouble.
Okay, so D100. See how far
Yep,
I am. I guess.
do it. 64?
64.
So let's just make it a clean 160 feet.
Sure. Let's sneak.
Let's sneak. That's a pass.
Sneak. That's a
140.
pass. Yeah, let's try to sneak again.
That's a pass.
Pass again.
120.
Or pass again.
Yes. 80. No, 100. 100 feet.
So I am within reach right now if I were to use movement up to it.
Yes, but then it would roll a surprise check, and if it passes, it gets to roll initiative against you. So it could always go first, you know? The only way to guarantee a surprise check is to get into 20 feet of it.
Yeah. So I'm 100 right now.
Yep.
Yeah, within 100.
Another
oh my god, I pass again.
80?
I'm being very sneaky.
Yes, you are being very sneaky. That's where...
Oh, that's
okay.
the
So you get to 80 feet away. That's their best hunt yet, you know? Had you rolled better on the
Yeah.
D100, it would have been a success.
So I guess now we roll the surprise.
Now we roll the surprise. I will roll it. Is it surprised or not? It is not surprised. We roll initiative.
Right. So what were we saying? Am I 80 feet away from it?
Yes, 80 feet away.
How much movement do I have if I also want to attack?
60.
Is it 60?
Yeah.
60, okay. I'm just out of reach to attack, to move and then attack.
Just out of reach.
So I guess in that case I would try to just move closer and I guess like brace for impact if it charges me.
Okay. Let's roll initiative.
What kind of modifier? What initiative modifier?
+3. That's a +3.
Okay.
I mean, wait. Are you setting spear against charge?
What? How would that affect movement?
It doesn't really affect movement. It basically is an attack roll. Because you're basically preparing an attack, right? You're basically running up 60 feet, and you're preparing an attack. And then if it charges you, which it can do, 20 feet is exactly the normal charge range, then you have a bunch of bonuses to the attack, because you set spear to receive charge.
We're doing that. We're doing that then.
Great. Roll initiative.
Do I roll initiative with +6 then?
Yes, because you are running up and taking an attack action, even if you're delaying it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
10,
terrible.
So 16. Yeah, the worst.
The pig goes...
But I mean, if it goes first, then if it does decide to charge me, then it goes closer to me first.
Yeah.
Depends what the pig does, I guess.
That's true, that's true. And you know, set spear to receive charge. You're still rolling one attack roll. You can change it to regular attack roll if it gets closer, you know?
But I would do the setting on my initiative, right?
Yes.
Or...
Exactly. So if you go after it and it gets closer to you, you can just run up and attack it. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. And okay, we.
By the way, can a set spear go over to like the next round? Or does that only last this round?
You delay your action, which means that you then just have to delay your action again on the next turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if I set my spear at the end of the turn,
yeah,
and then it charges me at the start of the next turn, I don't get the like set thing.
I think we can use Destiny Bond rules. That seems fine on me.
Okay, sure.
I would put the precedent that if it becomes stupid, I will change it. But I see no issue with it offhand, and it makes sense thematically.
Sure. I like how you said Destiny Bond rules, and it's just like, yeah, that's obvious what you mean.
To anyone watching, if you do not understand it, I recommend Cerebi.net. Cerebi.net. If it doesn't explain it well, Look up on YouTube a video that explains Destiny Bond initiative rules, and you can figure it out.
I would recommend Bulbapedia rather. They have more in-depth descriptions of things.
Yes, but I like Cerebi.net because it's what I read as a kid, okay? Anyway, the boar rolls a morale check to see what it does.
Yeah.
That is low. Which means it's probably gonna run. Morale... yeah, its morale can be at worst an 8. So that is a fail no matter what. So the boar's gonna run. Now, what is the movement speed of a boar? It is higher than you. Boars are faster than you. So it's going to dash away. But we can keep hunting it if we want to.
Yeah, we're gonna try to do human hunting strategy again then.
So again, what we're gonna do, a failed hunting roll between chases is gonna mean it gets away. But you're going to have advantages on it the more times you successfully chase it in a row, right? I think that's a fun way to do it.
Makes sense.
So you get to it the second time.
It gets more tired.
Yeah, you get to it a second time. Roll me a D100.
How far I am at?
Yeah.
How far I am?
Great.
86,
now half
so it's
it.
pretty far away.
Half it.
So what? 43? You mean?
No, I mean like 186.
So yeah, so 93.
93. You're 90 feet away.
All right.
It's the second time. We're gonna keep halving it. If this ends up stupid, I will change this. But this is my impromptu how to rule it. Okay? We're testing it out, and we're testing as we go along. We're figuring out a rule system for it.
Improvised mechanics for pursuit hunting.
Yes. Because the rules do not include human pursuit hunting, but I know that you and your fucking zoology fandom will bully me for years if I do not let you do this. So I will think of a mechanic to make it work, because I also kind of like it.
It just makes sense, right?
This is what humans do.
We're just having fun.
We're being humans out here, you know? Okay, so you're 90 feet away. Do another stalk check.
Yeah.
That's a failure.
If that is more, that's
okay. Let's roll initiative. It's not gonna be surprised this time.
Yeah, makes sense. So yeah, I guess I do the same thing. I try to move in and brace in case it charges.
Yep.
Very bad roll again.
Yeah, it beats you in initiative again. Let's have it roll another morale check. That's really high. Yeah, that is above average morale, which is what it needed. So it's gonna charge at you. Now, it has 15 movement, which means that its attack range is at 75 feet. Which means it's gonna charge up into melee with you, but be unable to attack.
Then I'm just gonna attack it.
Yep, you attack it.
It's a D20.
Against... What's your bonus to hit? Do you have a plus to hit for any reason?
No, it's plus 0.
AC... That is... Do you have any reason for a +1? You're not flanking it. I mean, you have no high ground.
The boar being somewhat tired, I guess. But
you know what?
Not really.
The boar is being somewhat tired. How about every successful hunt, we do give you a +1 to attacking it? Or maybe I give it a -1 to attack you.
I mean, you don't need to give me bonuses.
No, I will give it a minus to attack you. I think that makes more sense. I'm not gonna give you this hit.
Yeah,
because we're supposed to tire it out, not make you feel healthier, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I think that doing this, because this also gives a gameplay of like how many times do you scare away an animal to tire it out intentionally if it's too big for you to fight. You can try to weaken it, but then if you lose it in between, that's a risk. There's gameplay there. I like that. You know, that's the sign of a good mechanic. That there's pros and cons to doing different things. So
yeah, dude, I like how the premise here was evil character, evil druid.
No, it's hunter.
The gameplay is just hunter gatherer.
Yeah, and then I tried to introduce you to an evil plotline, and you're like, "Fuck this! I'm go hunting again." This sucks.
Exactly.
Alright, let's go. Although, by the way, I am not angry at you being mad at that. A selfish character would hate this situation. I like the roleplay. We can work, but
Yeah.
you know, we can work with this. It's an angle to it, you know.
Yeah.
Alright, okay. The boar.
Okay, so the 12 myth.
The 12
The 12
myths.
myth,
Yes.
right?
So we're gonna roll initiative again.
Yeah.
Now you have not hurt
yeah,
the boar,
I'm
so it
attacking.
has no reason to. It has no reason to fear you and roll another morale check. So it's just gonna fight you.
Yeah. Okay. 10 is mine. It's better roll.
I'm checking what the boar's attack bonus would be to initiative. Where am I basing this off of again? Because the book doesn't have it. I'm basing it... Right, I'm using that as a stick. Yeah, it should just be +3 in this case. I think. Boar... Oh, right, no. It should be slower, actually. Boar attack initiative is pretty low. Because damage is pretty high. So... I'm gonna give it a +6, I think? Yeah. We both roll a +6 to attack, so we can just roll d10s for this combat.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Alright.
So you're gonna beat it. Oof,
Nope.
Not a hit.
We're back to not hitting.
We're back to not hitting. We're back to normal gameplay. Alright, the boar rolls at you. Now the boar has a pretty good attack roll.
That sounds bad.
That's a 12 to hit.
It doesn't.
From the front, you do get your shield, so that comes into play.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a hit. We roll initiative. Yes, roll d10.
Yeah.
Oh, the board is terribly.
Did it have... Oh yeah, right, d10 just...
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go first again.
You go first again.
Yeah. Alright.
You need a 13 to hit it.
Again?
Again. You know, these low rolls were really... You've really chosen the hunting proficiency, which thrives on your good low rolls. But then, in combat... Alright, the boar goes again. I'm just gonna inform you, one hit here can be lethal.
I'm gonna get Robert Baratheon. Let's go.
That's a 15 to hit.
I have 17, I see.
Oh god. Oh, actually, you're probably doing fine here then. Okay. So I need to roll a 13 to hit you. That's the same that you need to roll to hit me.
Oh my god. So we're basically just coin flipping here.
We're just coin flipping. It's a perfect 50-50, except the boar has more HP than you.
Yeah, that is a thing.
But the boar will also roll morale checks if you damage it.
I guess.
So just beat it on initiative and hit it.
Yeah, initiative again, I guess.
I rolled terrible initiative!
Alright, 2, okay, I go
see,
first
this
again.
is the good thing about 2E. When you sometimes need to roll high and sometimes need to roll low, you always rolling low gives you some advantages.
Alright, Riodon, you bastard. If you die, you die. Let's fucking fight this boar.
We need food. Oh!
I hit!
You
18!
hit! Roll me damage!
That's... Wait, is that 5 over?
That is exactly 5 over. That's a crit.
Oh my god.
Roll me crit damage.
So I roll 2 die, right?
Yeah, 2 die. I'm gonna roll some HP.
Yeah. It is a medium-sized creature still, right?
Medium or smaller.
Yeah. 6 damage.
6 damage. Okay, so both of these go away. You know what's fun about hit die in 2nd edition? You can just roll the hit die and they just remove them as the damage gets taken. It's pretty fun. Because you roll HP during fight. Okay, so I got that much HP left, huh? It's time for me to roll a morale check. That is a fail. The boar routs and runs away. Which means that you get to opportunity attack it.
Let's go.
And you get +2 for back attack on this.
Oh.
So that's still an 11, so it's still not a hit.
It's still 11. Still fails.
The boar runs 150 away, which means you can't catch up to it. Which means that eventually, we're gonna need another hunting check.
Yeah, I mean, I move after it again. It's
Oh yeah, by the way, the boar
basically-
should. I didn't actually give the boar -1 to hit, so all of those hits did miss, but they would have missed by 1 more. I need to remember this.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so I guess we just roll hunt again.
Roll hunt again.
Do I roll advantage this time? You said.
There's no advantage in second edition. We try to always move away from advantage.
Well, you said something
have
about
heard
me
it.
getting advantage.
Yeah, you get like, there's benefits to fighting it and getting closer to it and stuff. The more times you successfully hunt it, I think that you can actually roll with a +2 to your stat here. So roll 15 or lower. I'll give you a +2 because you've hit it. You've heard it.
Yeah. All right.
And I'll give you a. That is still a failure. The boar gets away.
I lost the boar.
You lost the boar.
Damn
yeah,
it.
I think that for every time you hit a creature, you get a +2 to hunting it for it bleeding on the ground and stuff. I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
Remember
Damn,
that
I lost the boar.
a +4 or a +5, somewhere in between there, is usually equal to advantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, I guess we're gonna. This probably took a while, right?
Yeah, this probably took. It was several hunting checks that took like an hour and a half of stalking that boar.
I guess probably. I probably would have. Only. I guess it's probably still before noon then.
Yeah.
If it only was an hour and a half. Yeah. Okay. I guess we're good then. It's not quite lunch.
Yeah.
Quite yet.
We hunt again.
All right. So I guess we hunt again.
At what point do we fish?
I
Is
mean,
fishing a
hunting
defeat?
has worked out. Hunting has worked out so far.
Okay,
We
let's
can
hunt.
fish potentially. I mean, the thing about fishing though, right?
Yeah.
If you said there's like crocodiles and stuff, so that
Yeah.
can be kind of risky.
It can be.
too.
Damn it, he sees my trap.
So
No, I'm just having fun with you.
15.
That is
that
a
is
fail.
one above.
So we cut another half hour.
Yeah, we try again.
You did start hunting in the morning, so
Yeah.
we
God
fail
damn,
again, and a whole
not
hour
too-
is wasted as you walk around the forest.
Yeah.
Do you keep on
Get
hunting?
a little bit.
It's probably around
little
2,
bit
3
annoyed.
at this point. That's a pass.
Okay. Okay. Well, in that case, I guess I made one last attempt before giving up and eating
Okay.
some rations that I already have.
Okay,
lunch.
give me a d20. You know what you really want is a slow animal, which means that it can't really get away from you.
Like a badger.
Well, luckily I was looking at a different list this time. I have different lists that I look at from different contexts. Basically, I have mammal big, and mammal small, and I sort of randomized that. I had you randomize it one time, and you roll a d6. I've been rolling that myself on the side now to choose my list. You were not on the one with the badger.
Badgers would not be probably not be a great meal. Anyways, they're like.
No.
I don't think they have that much meat on them. They're a lot of them is just skin, very
Yeah.
thick, loose skin.
You hunt around. I'm cutting out things that wouldn't live here. Your hunting brings you closer to the big river again. And a little bit away from the river, you find a collection of otters. Not the giant otters. You find smaller otters. And you see one of them that is separated a little bit away from the pack. It is somewhat close to the river though, so this is one where if you fail to get it, it's going to swim away, which is going to be not followable.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I might as well try.
Yep. That's great.
So I roll for closeness.
Yeah, roll for closeness. 160.
So one. Yeah.
Okay.
We roll.
That's a pass. 140.
Pass.
120. Okay.
One.
100. 80.
2.
How many times can we
Oh my
flip
God,
a
I'm getting
coin?
close.
Okay.
That even more times.
60. We're in attack range. If you beat it in
Yeah,
initiative, if you beat it in initiative, and it isn't surprised.
Well, there is this automatically surprised.
Yes,
right?
that you need to get into
Oh,
20. You need to get into 20 to get automatic
Okay,
spies.
right. Okay, I mean, might as well try to get stock a
Okay,
bit closer then,
great.
I guess.
Pass. 40.
Still? Do we get another one?
You
We
did
do!
it! Automatic surprise.
surprise.
Automatic surprise. You're within 20 feet.
Alright,
You get a free turn on it.
run up and try to stab the otter.
You run up and try to stab the otter.
Rolling. Ooh, 15. That's pretty decent.
Ooh, let's see what his AC is, because it's small. Small creatures get AC from just being hard to hit, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
That is its AC exactly. It has 15 AC.
Okay.
You hit it.
So, by the way, an otter is a water badger, essentially. So, this feels like it might go bad still. Somehow.
This thing is not as scary as a badger.
Probably not, but I mean...
Not even close, by
like,
stat-wise.
Yeah. Okay, only 1 damage.
1 damage. Well done. It is still alive.
I guess I try...
The death music for the badger. the otter.
I try to, like, stab down, run up and stab down. It, like... It kind of dodges out of the way last second, but, like,
you get
I
a
still,
cut.
like, graze it.
Yeah, you graze it. Let's roll initiative.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember your plus on this one now, so...
Yeah. 12. Pretty bad.
8. Yeah, it does beat it. So, it's going to run away from you. And you're going to get a +2 on your opportunity attack for back attack.
Alright.
Wild animals are not very good at, you know.
Wow, that's terrible still.
That is terrible. That means it's gonna get into the water.
Yeah, and it's lost.
And it's lost.
Yeah, at that point, I'm just gonna take a lunch break and eat some of the rations that I have.
Yep. It had 5 HP, so it was definitely killable with that one attack.
Yeah.
It rolled 5 HP.
Alright, and I guess after the lunch break, we go for another hunt, because I still need to stock up on rations.
We go for another... You know what? I love this session. Let's just hunt this session out. This is great. This is a wonderful session.
I mean, I need rations! And
I enjoy learning about a new mechanic that we actually... I like how we fleshed out this mechanic. This is fun gameplay, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the die rolls are
again.
We hunt again. Oh, we pass. I'm gonna randomize what table we're on.
The hunt.
Okay, and please forgive me the d20 for what we find.
Right.
Okay.
15. Fishing would probably be good to use for like a more varied diet, but at this point I just want to hunt. I just want to roll the die. I think at this point also, I guess Riodon as a character, he would probably keep hunting just because, like, he's been so close twice now, and like he doesn't want to end it in a failure, the day with a failure.
Yeah.
He wants to make a successful hunt.
Yeah. Ooh, exciting. Actually, let's do this. Wait, this is not the right vibe. You stalk up through these woods. This is also not the right vibe. I'm just trying to find sneaking music. This? Sure, this is a little bit too ghosty, but whatever. It's fine. You come up and you see a moose.
Ooh. A moose. That feels a bit too dangerous to take on my own, to be honest.
Hmm.
A boar was like cutting it close, but a moose, no, that's
We're not hunting
too
that.
big.
Okay.
No, not alone.
We hunt again?
Yeah. Actually, I just want to check. No, right. I can't
Okay.
really. I was thinking like, what if I like entangle the moose? But
Mm.
nah, it's not really gonna help me kill it.
You don't really have more than one ranged attack.
I throw spear and I have entangle, so it's not attack.
Yeah, I see. You throw one spear and then what?
Yeah. Yeah. So we hunt again.
We hunt
Something
again.
else.
We fail.
It's a fail.
It's
I guess it's approaching. It's
Close.
approaching evening now. Probably.
it's about 5-ish or so.
Yeah. Alright. Still need dinner, so
Yep.
we're hunting again. Okay, that's a success.
That's a success. Cool. Want me to do D20?
7.
Yeah. So that's a porcupine.
Okay, next.
Next, we hunt again.
Yeah, we're not doing porcupine. It's not worth it.
Yep.
16.
That is a fail,
God.
but there's something interesting that happens here. You're hunting around the forest. You don't find what you're looking for. You don't find normal animal prey. But you know what you see? You see a kobold.
A kobold? A singular
A
kobold?
singular kobold foraging. Now that probably means that there's a kobold nest somewhere around here. Probably on the edge of the forest. But this one has ventured quite deep into the woods. Would you eat a kobold?
That's the question, ain't it?
They look like dogs. Are
Yeah.
You're the dog-eating kind?
I mean...
And then are you the sentient dog-eating kind?
I don't think Riodon would eat a kobold. Not like because, you know, for some moral grandstanding, but just because, you know, it feels kind of gross.
Right, okay, then we hunt again.
Yeah, we hunt again.
I like probing you with ethical questions. Right, it's 6 p.m.
Yeah, it's starting to get dark.
We're
I
starting to
think.
change encounter table here.
Yeah. I guess one last
Yeah.
attempt.
Let's
Then he's calling it for the night.
Yeah, hunting is difficult.
gonna have to-
I like that hunting is difficult. It's supposed to be difficult.
Yeah. Alright,
you-
10. That's a
yeah.
success.
I'll roll for table. Okay, give me a roll. D20 first.
20? D20?
Yep.
1.
You see another beaver. Just like before.
I mean, Riodon is when Riodon sees that, it's gonna be like, well, beggars can't be shooters, I guess.
Yep. We've already rolled that you don't particularly enjoy the taste, so. But you also don't hate it. It's very edible. Okay,
Yeah.
give me a.
All right,
Give me a D100.
we're trying to get the beaver. We're pretty far away.
50. So 150. We can go.
Yeah, right.
Start stalking.
Yeah, we start stalking.
The good thing about beaver. Oh, that's an instant fail.
Immediately fail.
So the good thing about beavers is that they're slower than you.
They are.
So give me
But they're
another
also
D100 to see how far away from water this one is.
Sure. Just gonna say that.
Ooh, 90.
90.
Okay. With its movement, that actually puts it more than 2 turns away from the water. It moves at a speed of 4. So, you are 150 away from it, and it is 90 away from you. We roll surprise for it to see if it's surprised. It is surprised.
Alright, in that case, I'm just gonna spend the free turn running up to it.
Yep, you get
or as
within
close as I
30.
can.
You get to 30 foot away. And then we roll initiative against each other.
Yeah. Six.
I get a 7.
Yeah,
Ooh,
one.
you get a 7, so
A
we go
7 too.
simultaneously. Which means that when it's run away from you and you're attacking it, I think that means you get the attack, but you don't get the opportunity attack. I think that's what that means.
Yeah, I can buy that.
Okay, great. You run up and you attack it. Give me an attack roll.
But
AC 11. Hit!
14.
We hit an attack roll. Give me damage.
We roll.
We've hit so many attack rolls today, David.
Oh, that's a 6.
It cannot survive that. No, even no
I
matter
am the
what HP I
beaver
roll.
hunter. I do the same thing. Just run up to it and poof, put
We
the
stab
spear
it.
down straight through it, straight through the throat.
Yes. You hunt the beaver. You bring it back to camp where you plan to spend the night.
Well, not back. Rather, I bring it somewhere.
Yeah.
Where I find a campsite. Yeah.
Right. You bring it somewhere where you find a campsite. You make a campsite. You start flaying this beaver.
Yeah.
One moment.
Does something happen while I'm flaying the beaver?
Yes. It is while you're flaying this beaver that suddenly your left hand reaches out
Oh god.
and grabs the beaver's heart. It clasps it. And you sense that the hand yearns to return the heart to the earth.
Just the earth?
Through something living.
Through something living? What, like eating it, you mean? Or
You think back to the conversation you had with the creature
rather
behind
through
your
the
hand
tree,
before.
like a tree, I guess?
Through a tree, through a creature. Touch the heart to something. You know to do it instinctually. To get rid of the sensation.
I mean, I guess I just put the heart to a tree, I guess?
Yeah. You put the heart to a tree. And you sense that this heart is quite small. It doesn't quite function as it did with the bullywug's heart. But you get some power back. You sense the spirit of the tree partially in your hand. And there it is. And you can continue eating.
I guess I'll just like get rid of the tree spirit thing.
You
Just,
shoot it
like,
out.
Point somewhere.
And you see a tree maybe about half the size of the regular tree. A bit younger. Pop out with a crack out of the ground.
Yeah. And after that, I'm just gonna say like, satisfied? Now leave me alone. I'm hungry.
You sense a calmness inside of you, but no words.
Alright. Yeah, I continue butchering the beaver, I
Yeah,
guess.
now we make dinner. Now we feast.
Now we beaver.
Now we beaver. You know, we've truly learned the food chain of this world. It goes, Davids eat beavers, and badgers eat Davids. You're in the middle of the food chain.
Yeah, that's about how it goes, yeah?
Yep. And
how many-
boars share your spot in the food chain. You know, you're even.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah. So how many rations worth do I manage to get from this beaver?
Roll me another 2d4s. I think 2d4s are fine for small creatures that are like smaller than a boar but bigger than a cat, you know?
3.
Yeah, which does not include eating right now. This is how many extra you get.
Yeah, so okay, well, Well, I spent like a bit of rations from the previous one, so okay, I guess I get Do I still get to have 5 at the end of the day, I guess?
So you traveled 3 days. So you had 1 beaver part left when we started hunting today.
Yeah, I ate a bit. I ate the last beaver for breakfast.
Yep.
And then for lunch, I had a bit of my
Your
backup
starter
rations.
rations. So now you have 3 more days of beaver.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember, you only need
so
to
I
eat
just-
4 pounds a day. You can split 4 pounds up between different meals, you know?
Yeah.
You don't need to eat 4 pounds twice.
Yeah.
You did do that today, but that was your choice.
No, I ate some. I ate a bit of the rations.
You ate some beaver early, and then you ate some rations later.
Yeah.
Because you mixed, it's hard to
Yeah.
keep bookkeeping if you didn't eat 4 pounds
Yeah.
of
Okay.
each.
Yeah. I'll just say I have 4 days of
Yeah,
rations. I
that's
guess
fine. But yeah,
that makes sense.
a ration is 4 pounds. 4 pounds will get you through a whole day. You can split it up over 3
Yeah.
meals if you want.
Yeah.
Most D&D players, I think, just assume they eat once per day. And just eat 4 pounds. Sumo wrestler style. Although they
Okay.
eat like 10 pounds,
Yeah.
but that's what they're like.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So yeah. After that, I try to do. I do the usual camp setup.
Yep.
And try to get some sleep.
Yep. You get some sleep. How have these days felt for Riodon? Hunting, traveling, getting some distance from this power that still sits inside of you.
It's been mixed. He's mostly enjoyed the hunting, although the failures have been kind of annoying.
Palpable.
But this whole like eldritch being thing has been a very sour mood.
Yeah.
Over the whole situation.
Yeah. It has been.
So yeah, that's about how he feels about
That's
it.
how it feels. Morning comes, unaccosted still. You choose good resting places in this forest. And as you travel north, you reach the break of forest. And before you, like grasslands, with grand, big mountainous hills in the distance, covering up the horizon. You leave the forest.
Yeah. As he like sees the mountains, it's like he kind of thinks to himself like, all right, time to lay waste to civilization. He's kind of aware that he's hyping himself up a bit too much, but you know it's the moment, you know. It's the vibe of the moment. Feeling inspired.
You know what's really funny? In in-game
What?
time, Riodon has now been alive for as long as Lucius was.
Yeah, that makes sense, actually.
Yep. But you know, less eventful. So let's do some experience.
Alright, yeah, sure.
Let's do that. Let's cut here. I think this was a good little first session prologue thingy. We got to know Riodon.
Yeah.
We got to explore the hunting mechanics.
Yeah.
I had fun with them. I really like our alterations to the hunting
I
mechanics.
think it was fun.
They were great.
Yeah, I think it was fun too. It was a lot of dice rolling.
Yeah.
But,
Which
it
meant
was fun.
eventually we got some really good dice rolls.
Yeah. And I hit on that 20 on an attack roll.
Yeah, and you
And I didn't get killed by the boar.
You did not get killed by the boar. The boar, by the way, which rolls 3d4 damage.
3d4?
Yes.
Oh damn, yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah. I was scared. Oh boy.
Yeah, I was thinking that the boar might be out of my league, but I said fuck it, we ball.
Fuck it, we ball.
Because boars are pretty dangerous.
And you know, with a better hunting
And
check, you probably
that's
kill
kinda-
it. It only had 12 HP left at the end. It had 18 total.
Yeah, 12 HP left.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It has 3 hit die plus 3.
Damn.
And I rolled an 8, a 4, and a 3. Let's see here. Okay. Let's keep listening to Forest Day while we do XP. I think that's suiting. So...
Sure. Okay, so what is my... First of all, what is my next level XP limit?
Oh,
I haven't written that
that
down.
is in the player's handbook. Level 2 for a druid. So druids actually have a different XP scaling than the clerics do. They're slower to get to level 4, but then after that, they're the second fastest class in the game, just only after thieves. So they're slow early game, but they get real fast eventually. Druid, your level 2 is at 2000.
2000.
Yeah. Great.
Alright.
Yeah, you're faster to level 5 than the cleric, just barely, and then you speed up substantially after that. You are 7,500 XP faster to level 6 than the cleric. So you really speed up.
How much did you say?
7,500 XP faster to level 6 than the cleric is.
Damn, that is a lot faster.
Yeah, and it just gets more exponential from there. As I said, the druid level's the second fastest after only the rogue. But it's very slow to get to level 4 before that. And it's about even to level 5 with the cleric. You're only 500 faster to level 5. Yeah. Alright, let's go. Hit die creatures. So you beat 2 badgers. No, not 2 badgers. Sorry. In your dreams. You beat 2 beavers.
Yeah.
Which are both less than 1/1.
I injured an otter and I injured a boar.
Yeah. Which are both less than 1/1. Which means that's 14 XP. Awesome. For the beavers.
Let's go.
I'm gonna say that you defeated the boar in single combat. I think that you beat it. It ran away from you, damn it. I think XP-wise, you beat it in combat. Which means you beat a creature in single combat, which means we double the XP for that fight. Because you fought it alone. Which means that's 240 experience.
Oh my god.
Yes. Because it's such a strong creature.
Yeah, that is fair, I suppose.
Yep, that is fair. You ran away from that, you ran away from that, you didn't kill anything else. Okay, great. That's enough for combat. Let's do non-combat. Per successful use of granted power. Now, you don't have any granted powers yet. However, I think that your hunting is really fun. And I like rewarding it. So I'm gonna give you the lower end of that scale. Per successful hunt that gives you food.
Alright,
Which means,
I guess that was only the beavers.
Yes, which means that you get 50 XP per successful hunt that gives you food. So that's another 100 XP.
By the way,
Yep.
according to some like religious stuff, religious loopholes, beavers count as fish. So technically I've only gone fishing.
That goes in the Irondice quotes of all time catalog, I think. That goes in the that's one for the ages. Spells cast to overcome problems. You did not cast any spells today.
Nope.
And we didn't do any of those two things either. Player has a clever idea. No.
No, not really.
Player has an idea that saves the party. No. Player roleplays
No
his
party
character
to save.
well. Take 200 experience. I think you did really well today. I really like Riodon. I like that you hated your power I gave you. I think that's fun.
Yeah.
I think we're still gonna play with it, but like it's gonna be fun to see your emotional struggles with it, you know?
I think it felt like out of character.
Yeah.
The like how it was like introduced to me felt a little bit like brute force.
Yep.
Because it kind of felt, you know, like it
You
was
did
very,
everything
like,
to not interact with it, but it still went on you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
basically.
but you know what? With ancient, evil, strong powers, sometimes we don't get a choice.
Sure, I suppose.
Yeah. I understand how you feel. But I did this for a reason. and I think it's
Yeah.
gonna be fun. I think it's gonna pay off.
All right.
I understand the feeling though. Player encourages others to participate. No NPCs to do that with. And then we already did the whole defeating in single combat thing. You already got XP for that. So I think that's it.
Yeah.
How much XP you got?
554. 554.
That's good. That's good XP.
It's a quarter of the way.
Quarter of the way
A
there.
little bit more.
That's great. That is great. Oh yeah, plot XP. Wait, I forgot plot XP. Plot XP should roughly equal combat XP, depending on how much you actually accomplished. Take another 150 for that this time. I think that's enough.
Right.
Yeah.
I heard a boar.
It's taunting you from the distance.
That's
Well then, with about 700 XP plus 704 XP, I guess, in the bag.
Yeah.
That 4 from the second beaver really coming in.
Yeah.
Clutch.
Mhm.
You know, actually, you defeated both the beavers in single combat. I think we can double their XP to 28, so you can take another 14 XP.
Let's go.
Yes. Single combat XP coming in clutch.
I mean, I don't know if it's. I mean, I suppose, although both of the beavers were really just executions. It wasn't much of a fight.
Hey, single combat. It's fine.
Yeah.
Technically, they could have killed you. They had attack rolls. Had they done the best morale checks ever for some reason and gotten cornered, and I actually felt like attacking. There was potential there, and it's 14 XP, so who gives a fuck? It's more fun to give it than not to. That was today's session. That was the beginning of Riodon. I look forward to the rest of this campaign. It's gonna be fun. The first heroic run on Irondice mode, hilariously with a very non-heroic character.
I feel like how I tried to play Riodon, I tried to I tried to be, edgy, but not actually like edgy in the cringe way. You know, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
We'll see how well it works out. I feel like
you can say that
pretty well.
You lack certain lupine traits.
That is true. I do lack
to be edgy. Sorry, everyone watching this. You will have no idea what we're talking about, and you never will. It's fine. These are two friends. We get to have inside jokes. It's just how it is.
That's how it is.
Alright, everyone. Never re-roll. Irondice mode. See you around.
Bye.